If you go out there and you're full of in-state kids and you're, nothing changes, maybe that's not the way to go. But I honestly think, Bart, what he's doing right now, I think long term, I think this benefits a lot of people. I just put it that way.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Bo. Thanks for tuning in. Hang out with Chuck and I every weekday morning from 6 to 9 a.m. live on YouTube or Twitter. Or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Aaron from Springdale said, Bart, Arizona's bigs last year would punish our new guys. Head out of your bleep. That's an obvious observation.
But we're not playing.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? What in the world are you talking about?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show host.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hog fan, be a Hog fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Well, I'm holding in my hands the 2026 composite SEC football schedule.
Thank you, Bart.
Courtesy of Bart, it is now football season.
Well, I think the SEC finally realized that they made a mistake, and the very dark, hard to read.
Yeah, they've
the
gone
dark
with
background.
a light background this year.
They went back to the traditional format,
Easy to read.
and so that's good.
This is the old one.
Yeah.
This
Which
is the one.
means-
Try
you
to
have
read that.
another
This
one
is
of
a
those?
new one.
Yeah, I
the
can
new
get you one.
Okay.
I mean, you can practically read it at home right now
You
from
can
the
read
screen.
that right off the
Yep.
television
really
screen
can.
if you're on YouTube.
Yeah.
So what this means now is that I will now pick the entire SEC.
You may
season.
not miss a single game this year because I know there were some sightline issues last
Yeah,
year.
Do you mind if I just
Yeah, no, you can throw that away. That's
get rid
fine.
of the old one?
Yeah, that's
There
fine.
you go.
Nicely done.
Look at that. It's the first completion of the season.
Yes. Yes.
We might have to wait for.
Have I
another
mentioned
one.
it's
Yeah.
important for Arkansas to get off to a good start? Just like
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Just
Well,
like
just
that.
go deep on the first play.
Just
Yeah.
the first, yeah.
Four verts.
How many?
How long will it take to complete a pass?
Hey, how many conversations driving to the game
probably
that
be a
day?
bubble screen.
Man, I hope they go deep on the first play. I hope they just run back and go deep.
The problem with that is as soon as that play happens
It's
and
second and
falls
10.
incomplete,
Yeah.
you're like, I don't. Well, that was a great idea
That's
until
right.
just now.
And that was good until the ball hit the ground.
It was a great idea.
So good.
until just now.
I don't know. Maybe,
I knew they were gonna do it. I
Maybe
knew
just
it.
run a wheel route with Ronnie Wingo or something like that.
I don't think we're. I don't think we do a very good job of being honest with ourselves as football fans. We like a play before it happens, and we don't like the play after it happens, and we're not really honest with ourselves about whether we'd have really called it until after the play.
Well, here's the thing about a football play. You've got to draw up the assignments for 11 guys. Most average people, I include myself in this, we've got the ability to diagram maybe the play for, I don't know, 2 people? Maybe. What do the other 9 guys do? I don't know. They block somebody. Find somebody and block them. And, I mean, that's – and look, I'm as guilty of that as anybody. It's like I think they ought to throw – I think they ought to go just go long. Well, what about the tight end? Who cares what the tight end does? Just throw it deep.
We talk about what's more difficult, kicking a field goal to win a game, making a putt with a championship on the line. It's all on you. You know what we don't talk about? Have you seen the view a quarterback has when they drop back to pass?
Yeah, it's
like,
pretty-
have you had that camera angle? There's so few of those. For all the football videos we see, you don't see that a lot. But every time I see it, I'm reminded, like, yikes. I mean, what you see back there are holes, windows, and spots that you're trying to put the ball in and hoping your guy's there and the other guy on defense didn't do something you weren't expecting.
And that's assuming you can see over the 6'7" monster that's
Or in
trying to rip
between.
your head off.
Right. Right.
You know, I mean, that's part of the
We
equation
don't
too.
realize how hard it is. We have no clue. Well, it's football season. I mean, it's SEC
talking
media
season,
days.
for
Well, that's
sure.
when football season begins for fans, really, because you start talking about it in the media, and you have that obviously carry on to fans. They're reading it, they're seeing it, and now the discussions kind of ramp up a bit. And I mean, Chuck and I were asked 3 times yesterday at a meeting we had, hey, well, what's the win total going to be? Like, what do you guys think? And we both said separately, Utah, after the Utah game, we'll
Talk
get
to me
back,
after
get
the
back
Utah
to us.
game.
I mean,
Talk to me
that
after-
sure feels like the pivotal game of the season.
It's an early barometer.
In many respects. And I think the other thing we underestimate too, like I was joking about getting off to a good start, tossing the wadded up schedule you can't read to Bart, but we underestimate how important that is, not just in a game, but if you go win at Utah, you get your first win against North Alabama, and then you go figure out a way to win there. You're not really expecting to win against Georgia. Even though a team will tell you they're expecting to win every game they play, they get beat by Georgia, it doesn't kill your momentum. But if you go to Utah and lose a 1-score game, or you lose by 10 points, or God forbid you get blown out, and then you come home and you get just crushed by Georgia, going to Tulsa and winning feels good, but it doesn't give you the same momentum of being 3-1 going into a Texas A&M game and a Tennessee game and a Vanderbilt game. And it's like when you're playing golf. If you can't get off the tee, it's just so hard to get your game going the rest of the way.
Right.
Because every hole
That
you're
happens to me.
starting off behind. You're starting off in a
17-hole match,
difficult
boys. Let's
spot.
go.
Yeah. So every hole is just trying to salvage the hole. And so for them, that Utah game, it's just, to me, it's massive. It's game 2, and it's now they can't look past that. They got to win it. Obviously, we get that. But if you're looking for a record prediction, which I hate doing record predictions, especially now, especially with the rosters being as all over the place as they are, and you don't know how they're going to come together. By the way, I heard a conversation at SEC Media Days yesterday that kind of went like this. Kalen DeBoer is maybe the second best coach in the SEC, and he's got 5 losses in 2 years at Alabama. And when the brilliance of the media delivers their projected order of finish this week in Tampa, Alabama is expected to be no higher than 5th. But yet they think they went out and did a really good job in the transfer portal. And there's a whole lot of pressure, obviously, on Alabama. But in what world did we see Alabama being 5th or worse in the league? And not only that, it's not that bad. That doesn't make them a bad. They might still win 10 games.
I have a hard time believing there are going to be 4 or 5 teams in the SEC better than Alabama. I just have a hard time believing that. I'm not there yet. I know a lot of people are. They're ready to throw dirt on.
Well, you'd have Texas,
I'm not quite
LSU,
ready to do
Georgia.
that.
You'd have Texas, LSU, Georgia would be easy candidates to pick.
I'm not
Who else
convinced
would you
LSU's
pick?
better than Alabama. They may be, but I don't look at it and go, LSU's just. I mean, they've leapfrogged Alabama. I don't see that.
Phil has Alabama 3rd.
Yeah.
in the
Behind
SEC.
Okay.
Behind Georgia and
Texas?
Texas.
Yeah.
He has Georgia and Texas tied for
I
first.
do think Georgia and Texas. If I was one of those folks voting down there this week, I'd be hard pressed not to put either Georgia or Texas at the top.
Phil has LSU tied for 7th.
Holy cow! Well, let's.
I don't know about that.
You got it right there. Why don't you tell us? What
I
he's
don't
got?
know about that, but I mean, they got to go do it on the field. I mean, that's the thing. You got to go do it on the field.
I'll just run through it real quick. Georgia, Texas tied for first. These are Phil Steele's preseason projections for the SEC. Georgia, Texas tied for first. Alabama, Oklahoma tied for 3rd. Ole Miss, Texas A&M tied for 5th. Tennessee, LSU tied for 7th. South Carolina, Auburn tied for 9th. Florida and Vanderbilt and Missouri all in a tie for 11th. Mississippi State 14th. Kentucky 15th. Arkansas 16th.
Have you scheduled the Phil Steele interview?
I've reached out to his people.
Just cancel it. He's got Arkansas picked 16th in the league.
He's just going to come on here and tell us why.
What the heck we don't want to talk about?
Well,
I've got a question.
Is Arkansas really going to finish 16th?
Let's see. Arkansas ranks at the bottom of the SEC on my experience chart and homegrown chart, so this does look like a rebuilding year as they also draw the third toughest schedule in the league and also have a road trip to Utah in the non-conference.
What is it? Homegrown? What?
I'm not sure what
That's a great place for breakfast and brunch, but I mean, what does it have to do with Phil Steele's predictions?
I'm not sure. That's one of his terms. I'm not sure what that one means.
What was your question, Chuck? Do you remember?
I forgot.
Oh, dang it. I was trying to get
No, I know what it was. I know what it was. Does Oklahoma, I mean, how long will they get the benefit of the doubt? I mean, what were they picked? Third, did you say? Third?
Yeah,
They're not getting
joint
any
third
benefit
with,
from
joint
Bart.
third with Alabama.
Is Oklahoma the team you're
Bart
down
doesn't
on?
think so.
Yeah, I think Oklahoma's the most overrated team in the league this year.
Wow.
Okay. What makes a team overrated in an era where we don't know enough about teams?
Well, I think
the
everybody's
most
entirely too high.
overrated.
I think everybody's entirely too high on them. I think everybody's too high on Brent Venables as a head coach. I think everybody's too high on John Mateer as a quarterback who can deliver in the big moments. I do not think that they have a team that is going to be able to, put it together for 12 games, especially given their schedule. I think they're going to get off to a tough start, and I think that'll be that for Oklahoma this year.
Just diving right in this morning.
You asked.
I know it, yes.
You
I mean, when you see the composite schedule right in front of you when you sit down, it's hard not to go there.
Yeah, kind of
You
like
know,
whatever we were talking
yeah,
about before.
yeah, I
and
know.
It just went right to this.
I know.
It is exciting. Like I told you, I was at a restaurant a couple of years ago. It might have been last year or year before, right before football season started. And there were two elderly ladies. I mean, they had to be in their 70s. I don't, that doesn't make you old, but they're older than we are. And they were sitting at dinner, just the two of them. And they were behind me, and I could hear them. They were going through the schedule. And
What
they
else
were
are you gonna do?
circling wins.
They're not going to beat them.
And they're, yeah.
By
they're
the
coming up with
end
the
of
win
today's
total.
show, I will have the grid filled out. I do it every year during SEC Media Days. Blind.
It's a tradition.
Well, so does the media because they pick the order of finish and everything.
A tradition like no other.
It is a tradition, unlike any other.
Yeah.
But I
Unlike all
will.
others.
Bart picks every single game
I'll tell you
on
what
the
everybody's-
composite SEC schedule. So all 12 games for every SEC team,
I want to start doing that too.
Bart picks
I'm gonna do it
he
with you.
picks the games.
I'll tell you what every team's record is going to be based on what details I have to go with today,
And
which is not a lot.
well,
But
I
it's
don't
fun
know.
to
It's
do.
more than Chuck and I have because
Well,
you've
you've
been
got
in
all
that
those
magazine.
books. You got the
and you've been reading
magazines.
that.
I mean,
I don't put
But
myself
Phil's
through
not
that
always
anymore.
right.
I don't
you know?
read those anymore.
I don't.
I got to
really,
be honest.
I'll do it if I need to, like if I'm prepping for something.
I
that
like
you
it.
gotta
I like
do,
it for
but I don't.
for research purposes. That's what I like to have the stats and the facts and
Scrolling on
they
the
help
phone
with the, they
has
help with
replaced
the
that
they
for
help
me.
with the locks.
It has.
What
You
else
know,
has it?
TikTok, and
Most
Facebook,
everything.
and Instagram.
It's replaced everything
what-
in my life.
Until I really need something,
That's right.
and then I'll ask Bart.
That's right.
But
I mean,
going
look,
through these
sometimes you gotta-
previews, to me, like it's not as I don't know. It's too much of a wild card anymore. It just feels like
It's just guessing.
it's a
Well,
little
sure.
bit. I mean,
I
you
mean-
get more information, but to me, it's just like, do you want to spend that much time? Is it really going to change?
like a
Is it going to
racing
enlighten?
Ford.
Is it going to enlighten you?
I would
Right.
Well, I would just like to point out that the New Mexico Lobos are picked by Phil to win the Mountain West Conference this year.
Are we going to do that again?
No, it's
You need a
only
new
entertaining
team.
to
You
Bart.
need a new team.
I mean, if you want to pick them and you want to do those in your
It's year
locks
3
and all
of
that,
the Lobo report.
We've been looking for a sponsor for the Lobo Report for 3 years, man.
can't find
we
one.
can't find one. It's going to have to go.
Look,
Segment's gonna have to go.
They just go. They just pop up in the locks
tell you
from time
what,
to time.
I'll tell you what, I'll
They
make
pop
it-
up in the locks.
You can find you a sponsor.
Hey, they
Does
pop
New
up in the
Mexico
locks.
not have a
that's it.
Department of Tourism? Do they not have a tourism department? out
All
there
that
we
ever
can go hit
happens,
up?
all that ever happens is they pop up in the locks
What
from
if
time
we get
to
him?
time.
What if we get him an AA sponsor for
right.
his Mexico
That's so
Lobo
good.
picks? Maybe we could do that.
Hey, the Lobo picks have been very good.
Yeah,
They've
to
been,
you, they've been very good to you. They've been very boring to us.
Well, anybody.
See, this is what the Chuck and Bo show is. We just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Still searching for the perfect summer getaway? Mountain Home, Arkansas might just be your answer. Wake up in the Ozark Hills. Hit the White River at sunrise. World-class fishing, hiking, trails, kayaking, and when the sun goes down, it's the kind of quiet you forgot existed. 2 lakes, 1 great town. All right here in the Arkansas Ozarks. Check it out at enjoymountainhome.com. Mountain Home, Arkansas, where the outdoors is a way of life.
Thinking about buying or selling a business? Well, trust the experts at Arkansas Business Brokers, powered by Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. Whether you're ready to sell a business you've built from the ground up, or you're looking for the perfect opportunity to become your own boss, Arkansas Business Brokers can guide you through every step of the process. Their experienced team helps make complex transactions simple. Text BUSINESS to 479-306-6139 for a free consultation, or visit arkansasbusinessbrokers.com.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Just so you know, and we've talked about this from day one on the show, nobody's safe in here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yingling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Baseball taught me teamwork, dedication, and the power of community. That's why I'm teaming up with Pascal ProPath to give back to charities that give every kid a chance to play. And right now you can pitch in. For every Pascal member signed up today through the end of May, Pascal will donate a portion of every membership to give back to youth sports. Become a member today, help give back in a big way. Pitch in with Pascal ProPath and help support kids in your community. Join today at pascalpropath.org.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Get up. You got to get up. You got to go. You're going to feel worse if you don't. Feel better now.
I don't know about
Hate
that.
it later.
You might feel better staying in bed.
You will. You will.
That's an embellishment. You might feel better staying in bed.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Bart's looking for he's looking for advice. If you got any for him, you can text it in. And if you believe me, you're crazy.
Yeah,
Bart's got.
Bart always seeks other people's opinions before drawing a conclusion.
I can't believe Phil Steele has Arkansas. I mean, I can believe it, but is Arkansas really the worst team in the SEC? Phil Steele. If you don't know who Phil Steele is, and for those of you under 30, maybe you don't, but he has the magazine that comes out. If you've ever been to a bookstore like Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
And you go over there, and they still have the magazine rack, and you'll see Phil Steele's college football preview that comes out. Well, it's been coming out for 30 years. I don't know, more than that. And it used to be what everybody looked at if you were in this business, or you're a broadcaster, or you're a writer, whatever, of what teams have and the predicted season they're going to have, who's on the roster, all these things. And to me, it's just become very difficult because of all the transfers. And every year you have a new roster. And so it's like every year you are doing what we used to do with recruiting rankings, and you're basing what you think a team's going to do on a recruiting class. That was just about freshmen, though. Now the class is like the whole roster. So you have a few guys back, but you have all these other guys that are a recruiting class. And some of them are sophomores, juniors, whatever. But that's, you take a whole class and you're basically basing your opinion on a season on entire classes, like recruiting classes. And how somebody did there has a lot to do with how you think they're going to finish. Well, as we know, recruiting classes, they're on paper. And they don't often, or always, shouldn't say often, they don't always hit like they look on paper. So to me, it's made it just more difficult to predict. You know the teams that are loaded, but the other teams, so deciphering who's going to finish 10th or 16th in the SEC, for example, to me, that's all over the place.
I think we do a lot of the same things we do when it comes to predicting what's going to happen in the professional ranks. Whoever's got the biggest budget, they got the best chance to win. And, a lot of the time right now, when you look at what these predictions are going to look like at the end of the week at SEC Media Days, for example, there's not going to be any poor folks picked up there at the top. I mean, that's just how it works. And so I think that's got something to do with it, too.
Should we do a poll question? Do you think Arkansas will finish 16th? As Phil Steele predicts, do you think Arkansas will finish 16th? Yes or no? Will Arkansas be the last place team in the SEC? As Phil Steele predicts, yes or no?
Edward,
you want me to put that out?
Edward went over there and grabbed that microphone.
Well, I think,
there.
look, we're going to see
the poll maker.
The media poll's going to come out later this week, right? And do you think the media will pick Arkansas to finish last?
Yes, I think they will.
Yes. You want to wait until they pick?
Well, I don't want to pick on Phil. I mean, Phil's just doing
all
his job.
I'm going to say about the predictions that
Phil's
come out of the
just doing
SEC
his
Media
job.
Days is, you want to talk about
Phil.
a group that follows the narrative. I mean,
for
that's
sure.
I mean, part of the reason, like, for example, if Alabama's picked fifth, let's just say at SEC Media Days, well, anybody that's been down there and is in the media knows that half the credentialed Alabama media people are fans posing as media people. They had to throw one of them out yesterday. And so they, Alabama fans, of whom many, the media would fall into that group, they're just disgruntled Alabama fans. They don't think DeBoer is as good as Saban. So, they're going to vote Alabama down a little bit more because as fans, they're just kind of discouraged by it all. But I think a lot of that goes on with this preseason voting. I do think Phil Steele's very good. I don't know anymore. And Bart, you may know this. I mean, Do you really think this is all Phil Steele's work, or do you think he's depending upon other people now?
Well, Phil has a team.
I understand
Phil
that.
has a team, but I mean, like,
He does. He has a team to help. No, this is all Phil
this
Steele's
is Phil.
work.
Yeah.
This is his life's work.
You
John.
think this is all
Yes.
still even
He's
now? You
calling-
think he's doing all of it?
He's calling. If he's not calling 300 schools, well, I guess we only have 150 FBS. Is it 120?
Not even that. Yeah,
120?
130.
He's calling every FBS school. I don't know if he's calling the FCS schools and all that, but he's calling 120 schools on the phone.
You
Phil,
think so?
Yes.
See,
When we
if
get
I
him
was
on,
Phil,
we'll
I'd
ask
be
him.
saying like,
I
Edward,
know.
you've got the Mountain West, and don't
Takes
screw it
it
up,
personal.
and that would be it.
Point of pride.
You know,
The most accurate magazine over the last 31 years. It's a point of pride.
I did get word that he just hired Jerry Palm.
Can we fact check that?
yeah.
He actually does it himself usually in the magazine.
We'll have to ask him about that. Come on, Phil. Surely you got a staff that does that work for you now. You're a big star.
What other magazines is he like up against with that
No,
stuff?
he has it right here.
Athlon,
He has a
Lindy's.
grid that shows the percentages of every preseason magazine.
Who are the other
That's
magazines?
unbelievable.
Athlon, Lindy's, Pick Six previews, ESPN, Sporting News, USA Today, College Football News. Some places I'm not familiar
Who's
with.
the
their
most
work.
overrated in that bunch, Bart?
Something called College Football Poll.
Never.
They struggle.
Do you want to do your own magazine?
I've thought about it. Time or two.
I guarantee you.
That would be awesome.
I've thought about it. a time or
Bart
two.
shoots up there to number 2.
Yeah.
Or what if Phil Steele has to
Hey.
put Bart ahead of him
Oh.
and he's down to number
Phil-
2?
Do you
Phil
think he would
Steele
do
goes-
that if Bart was more accurate? You think he'd be honest?
I don't think
Yes.
I
Yeah,
don't think
no,
the guy's
he
going to
would.
call himself the second most accurate
No.
magazine.
Well,
He's going to go on the attack.
Right on the-
He's going
but
to
he does.
attack Bart every day,
He
man.
goes year by year,
Bart's
and
gonna
there are
threaten his
years
empire.
when other people have been better than Phil. But over the course of 31 years, Phil has been the most accurate.
Oh, like you don't keep score on
look
your
at
predictions.
this. Look at that.
Do you keep
this
score
is
on
really
your
something.
predictions, Bart?
That's pretty incredible.
Really?
Oh, it is.
But I'll tell you what's incredible.
There's a whole article about it.
This guy lives in a completely different headspace than I do. I know that. I couldn't do that.
You think he calls
I couldn't
every
spend
school.
that kind of
Do you
time
think
on
he
that.
does?
Yes, I
Okay.
I do. I've
All
talked
right.
to him about
All
it.
right.
We brought him in for the touchdown club.
like
I
a mad
accept that.
scientist.
ago.
He's a mad scientist.
He is.
He is. He's like the Bill Nye the Science Guy, but for college football.
It's like try to have a conversation with him at dinner
Jerry
about
Palm
something else.
wants to be Phil Steele, but
Yeah, he does.
everything you think everything he thinks he is,
I am.
Phil is already.
Pete Weber.
Who do you
I
think
am.
you are?
Who do you think you
Whoever
are?
he thinks he is.
I am. Well, anyhow.
think you are?
There it is.
I am.
I am. Who do you think you are?
That's Phil Steele.
That's
In
Pete
Jerry
Weber.
Palm's face.
Pete Weber with a 300 from bowling right there. What was that dart competition thing you guys sent me yesterday?
Oh, yeah, a guy had a 9-darter.
It's
and-
Luke Littler,
Yeah.
the nuke.
Luke Littler.
The crowds at these events are unbelievably
it is.
electric.
That could be
It
that
is
entertaining.
electric.
really?
Yeah, professional darts,
I
electric.
think people like to watch anybody that's really good at something.
It's like watching Kingpin. You know, you guys
we
ever
got
see that
we
on
got to
Luke?
play that.
hair,
We got to
the-
play that audio at some point.
Bill
too.
I got
Murray
it
hair.
right here. Do you want to listen to the crowd reaction?
Yeah.
I don't really know what he
Do
accomplished.
you
but
just have
apparently-
like the last 3
yeah,
darts?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Here we go.
He's hit one in the first leg of the match against Nathan Aspel before. That was on the World Series. This would eclipse that. And it's on as well. Look at this for the start. And then down in the opening leg. And it is from Luke Littler. He's done it again.
Listen to
It's
that
Nathan
crowd,
Aspel
man.
on the big stage. Applauding, but look at that for a start from the Nuke.
The nuke.
Where is this?
I don't know.
In
It's
England,
a foreign land.
In England,
Wow.
darts are huge there. So he threw a 9-darter in like the opening round.
What's a
or whatever.
9-darter for those?
So 9 darts is the fewest number of darts you can use to close a round. And
Okay.
it's not easy to do. It's not. It's
Is
not
that like a
common-
hole in one? Is there like a cross sport comparison to a
There's
9?
nothing Bart doesn't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I was listening to the Founders podcast. This guy that interviews people about founding companies and the stories of the rise of the companies, and he was interviewing Dana White about the UFC and Dana White's then telling him how he bought the rights to the slap off. What I forget what they call it. now.
Yes. I know
Where
what you're talking
where
about.
you sit across the table from somebody and you like I would sit
Slap
across from
fight?
Chuck and I would just slap you in the face as hard as I can.
Have you never seen
And
those
then-
videos?
Have you seen those?
It's
Yeah,
And then you
barbaric.
slap
We
me.
did that at family reunion.
I didn't know.
mean,
I didn't
come
know
on.
that was like there was a
Have a couple
professional
of beers.
slap the crap out of you league.
Yeah, it's a slap. And so
It's called the Power Slap League. Power
That's
Slap.
horrible.
I mean, we'll watch anything
Yeah, we will.
as a culture.
I mean, we watched dogs jump off
what?
a pier for years.
but when we
Great outdoor games, baby. Bring those back.
Yeah, Power
I want to
Slap.
watch those guys saw stuff.
watch
again.
people eat hot dogs, like how many hot dogs can you like? Think about that.
I know.
Think about what that says about us. That we'll watch a competition of people shoving,
and we'll
wieners
bet on it. Not just
one
watch it. We'll
after
gamble
another
on it.
after another.
We
Just
will
terrible.
gamble.
Like it's awful to watch. I can't watch it. I mean, it makes it literally. I lose my appetite. Like I'll see it in the screen and somewhere out of the corner of my eye, and I'll like turn away from it. What are we watching? We'll watch anything.
We'll watch people that are weirder than us.
Mark, grow up. Grow up.
Hey, there's a guy on here on the Power Slap website from Texarkana.
Grow up.
His name is Ox.
Ox.
He's in the
From
super
Texarkana.
heavyweight division from Texarkana.
What's this? The
the Power Slap. I'm on
Power
the
Slap.
website
That's
right
what
now
it's
looking
called.
at the strikers.
Power Slap.
You know some big dude named Ox in a power slap.
With
He'd
two-
probably knock you in the
I'm
next
out.
week.
With
I
man.
don't
two
want any
X's.
part of this.
It's Ox with two X's.
What if you went into
OXX.
pool play and you showed up and you saw the bracket
Yeah.
and you were facing Ox? Would you withdraw?
He's 6'9", 300 pounds.
I think
I mean, he could slap you across the room, literally.
He's 0-1.
Really?
I would need to see the guy who beat him.
Yeah. I was going to say, I do not want to mess with a guy that beat Ox.
What do they have profile
Here's
pictures?
yes, and here's a quote from him: "Knock
Yeah,
the
pull
guy
those
out,
up.
get paid, feed my family." That's his like. that's his
credo.
that's like his headlining quote on his page.
It sounds serious too.
Is that on TV?
Former
Is that on
college
television?
football offensive lineman.
What
Yeah.
channel?
Well, I don't know what
channel you
I don't
watching?
know.
He played O-line at Henderson State down in
Ready.
Central
All
Arkansas.
right, that's big.
Ox
A
Adams. This
local
is my
connection.
favorite.
What bar
favorite
does he
player.
practice in? What is he? What is that one in? What is that one down there by Drake Field? The White Star? or
Oh,
something?
yeah.
That's the-
Yeah.
What bar does this guy practice in? That's wild.
Who's his sparring partner?
I don't know where you watch it, but I'm sure you can see it. It's online occasionally. Like it'll pop up in your social media.
We do watch, we will watch anything.
But will we watch Arkansas football this year?
Yeah, we'll watch.
Yeah.
We were talking to a guy yesterday, and he's not unlike Razorback fans and just college football fans in general. Pick your team. If you're not expected to be very good, you have a period. Oh, we're going to be terrible. We're just going to be awful. I don't know if we're ever going to win another game. And then a week or so will pass, and, I don't know. I mean, they shouldn't have scheduled Utah. But, I mean, Utah, they might go out there and win the game. And what if they do? And then 10 minutes later, Georgia. I mean,
we don't have a
11 o'clock
chance
in the
against
morning,
Georgia, but
I mean, and that's
The next thing you know.
that's what we do. That's what we do.
Well, and that's we still want it that bad. We still want it. I don't know. Do you guys want to put it on the poll? You can decide, or if you want to wait until the media comes out and picks Arkansas last.
I expect.
I
have a hard time accepting that.
I don't expect Arkansas to finish last.
I'm not going to accept.
I'll just be the first one to say it. Oh, Bo, you always try to feed us the Kool-Aid and whatever. I don't think Arkansas will finish last. Whose schedule does Arkansas need to have to win 6 games? Like, what if they had another SEC team schedule? Which one could lead them to?
I don't know if there's another SEC schedule out there.
Edwards telling us to go to break, and I've been waiting because that was 4 minutes ago that we should have gone to break. Yeah.
I got lost on the Power Slap website.
I know.
I found the guy. I found the guy who knocked out Ox. It makes sense.
Really?
His face tattoos.
Can you put this on the YouTube stream?
Michael.
Can you
Munch.
share the screen?
His nickname is Munch.
Can
Michael
you share
Back.
the screen for people that are watching on YouTube?
Yeah,
When we come back.
I can do that.
Because we got to take a
And he
break.
beat
Or just go to
Ox.
powerslap.com. I mean, it's fascinating. Not a sponsor.
We're trying to
Edward's done
to
for the
be
day.
a one-stop shop for people. Here.
That's
We
right.
want to show it to them. 6:35. Good morning. Are we a bunch of idiots or what?
Yes, we are. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. There's no better place to watch a game than Walk-On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Hey guys. You're having a great show today.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Favorite Razorback from the Chad Morris era. Let's do that. We're doing random Razorbacks today. And Dionisio Gomez has the lead. He's the leader in the clubhouse. He is the Razorback of the day.
Brutal.
And we're going to look for your favorite Razorback during the Chad Morris era. Was it Ty Story when he came back with Western Kentucky?
It might have been. It was the loudest cheer of those 2 years was when Ty Story
I think
came
the crowd was actually rooting for Ty Story in Western Kentucky.
Where's Duval Wally?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Who was a running back in the Chad Morris era? Do we remember any of this? Rakeem Boyd.
That's the only person I can think of.
From junior college.
Because
From
Devois
Nice
Whaley
Chance
was he was a Bielema guy, right?
No, he played 1 year with Morris.
Did he?
He played the same year.
Most people did.
Yeah.
Most people played 1 year with Morris. Name the quarterback room for the Chad Morris era. How about that?
Cole Kelly,
Nick
Ty
Starkle.
Story, Nick Starkle, Ben Hicks throws picks.
Ben Hicks. You don't have to take shots at people.
Golly, Bart, come on. I mean,
Connor
he
Nolan,
did his best.
Connor Nolan, John Stephen Jones,
That's right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's like 8 quarterbacks.
and none of them won an SEC
And none of them
game.
panned out, did they?
Jack Lindsay.
Connor Nolan.
Jack Lindsay played. Yeah, that's right.
Connor Nolan's in,
Now,
in
did Jack
AAA.
play for Lunny? Did Lindsay start when Lunny had taken over?
That's a good question.
I don't recall exactly. I think Lunny might have been the interim then.
Yeah.
Better interim coach, Barry Lunny Jr., John L. Smith.
Well, people have done worse than 4-8. I think it should be probably noted there. I mean, John L., that was not a great year, but people have done
But he
worse.
sure was. He sure
People
was
have done
entertaining.
worse.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
I've learned so much just off the air today, listening to Bart and Edward and Riley. I'm really out of touch. I mean, I really am.
With what?
With everything.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Kendall Briles is getting some attention at SEC Media Days because South Carolina went yesterday, and Shane Beamer was talking about him. Let's play this on Kendall Briles from Shane Beamer.
I remember watching their season opener last year against North Carolina, and they certainly jumped out of that one. So hopefully this year will be the same for us too. You know, I don't know. I think it just goes back to his system and what he wants to get done. He knows what he's looking for. He knows how to call it, and he's just, efficient. And it's not, a lot of stuff. It's not that we, are super simple. I'm not saying that, but he gets really good at what he wants to do, and we just rep it over and over and over again, and then those guys get out there and are able to, play freely and go make plays, and he's got a proven track record as a coordinator, and it's a big reason why I hired him, and eager to see that continue.
I'm going to make a statement here that maybe you won't agree with. Maybe you will. When Kendall Briles left, everything went to crap here, and the reason is because KJ Jefferson never played the same again in his entire college football career. And KJ Jefferson wasn't like elite. He was good enough to win SEC football games. And Kendall Briles won football games with KJ Jefferson. And then it got too complicated for him. And it didn't work. And then he went to UCF, and Gus tried some stuff. I thought that would work well. Apparently it was too late, and KJ had got lost in NIL at that point. I don't know. But Kendall Briles did stuff with KJ Jefferson that they weren't able to do the following year. And I think he's going to be great with Lenoris Sellers. And it reminded me of another person that, I'm not saying we ran him out of town, but there were a whole lot of people that were complaining about Kendall Briles. Kendall Briles this, Kendall Briles. Kendall Briles did a pretty good job here. And I think he's actually a great college offensive coordinator, because he doesn't make it too complicated for his guys, and he plays to their strengths.
I agree with the KJ Jefferson part. I mean, I thought that was the best thing he brought to the table here. Frankly, was the way that he coached KJ. How many places has Kendall been?
Well, he was at Baylor with his dad.
Yeah.
He was somewhere else after that before he came here.
TCU.
He was at Florida State.
Yeah.
He was at Florida State, then here, then
he's been
TCU.
He's been the OC at Baylor, Florida Atlantic, Houston, Florida State, Arkansas, TCU, and now South Carolina.
I realize being an assistant coach is very much a nomad's life. I understand that, and I've been around this, just like you guys have, and you see these guys and you learn not to get too attached because they're not going to be here very long. I don't know Kendall Briles real well. Of the guys that were on the staff then, he was a little more reserved, maybe a little more guarded would be the right way to put it. I have wondered about that, though. When I see sometimes coaches that are really good coaches, it's not uncommon to see guys that are just kind of like hanging on, jump and jump and jump and jump and try to latch on with somebody. That's the only thing I've ever wondered about, and I may be completely off base. That may not be a concern for anyone but me. But I've looked at that, and I've just kind of wondered a time or two. But I agree he is a very good coach, and I agree that Lenoris Sellers will be a better quarterback because of Kendall Briles.
We were talking to a Houston Nut yesterday, remembering Jim Lindsay. Big Jim's service will be on Friday afternoon at 2:30 at UBC in Fayetteville, University Baptist Church. We got done with the interview, and you're like, man, remember those days? Yeah. Remember those Houston Nut days? And I thought Houston was so good on the show yesterday. But we ran them out of town. We ran them off. And I know there were a lot of, different things going on, but it all starts with people being tired of something. I mean, same thing kind of happened with Nolan towards the end. And how long did it take to regain some of that? We're not really living the Nolan 90s until now. Since that time,
we've revised some history when it comes to Nolan's departure too over the years. We've kind of absolved ourselves of some blame on that as we've remembered. If we want to get right
we
down,
just don't talk about it.
If we're being honest,
we just go back to things are great now.
But it was striking to me yesterday. I will admit, when the show was over, I thought we had Coach Hatfield on, by percentage winningest coach we ever had. Fans got tired of him. Had Houston Nutt on, 75 wins over a 10-year period. Guys, don't act like we're going to see that again.
By the way, that was with less games played.
Right. Don't act like that's like a given, that any of us over a 10-year span the rest of our lives will watch a Razorback team average 7.5 wins. That may end up being a high water mark.
And at that point, if they had been playing one more, they'd have probably averaged more like 8 or so.
But we got tired of it. And Jim Lindsey, as great a Razorback as he was, as great a Razorback human being as he was here a long time. And everybody's act gets old after a while with fans, with some people. And it did occur to me yesterday when the show was over. It's like, God, what happened to us, man? I'm telling you, things are pretty dark. I remember we won a lot of ball games when Coach Hatfield was here. A lot of ball games. Had problems beating Texas and blew a game or two they should have won. And people turned on him. And even Coach Broyles apparently had some issues. Coach Hatfield took that job at Clemson without ever having been to Clemson. That's how bad he wanted the job. And Eddie Sutton, crawled to Lexington. And look, we're not the only ones who've done it. Fans at every place have done it. People just get tired of it. They want more than what they've got. They want something different. They want that greener grass on the other side of the fence. They look at what other places have done, and they say, why not us? How come we haven't done that? And you just turn the page as a fan. Doesn't make you a bad fan, doesn't make you stupid. But every once in a while, after a 10, 15, 20-year period, you look back and like, man, what were we thinking?
What were we thinking?
What were we thinking?
I don't know what you're thinking if you go somewhere other than Blakeman's when you got to buy something special, because they're going to make sure you walk out of there with exactly what you were looking for, to tell the story you want to tell, to meet the moment you want to meet. You walk out with that purple bag. It's undefeated, by the way. If you find yourself in a jam, the purple bag is undefeated. Blakeman's has been helping Arkansas families for more than 35 years. And it's the experience that people love, along with the great jewelry. It's not just jewelry, it's more about your story at Blakeman. 648, the Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
Don't be talking down to people, Bart.
I am going to talk down to people when they're wrong.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Chuck and I have been doing radio our entire lives. We've been doing shows like this our entire lives. But I feel like we've been having these same conversations for 30 years, Chuck. And it is basically, how do we win at football?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
That new station's having some trouble today.
That's what I hear. Yeah, we're on the text line here.
I guess there's something wrong with, I don't know, the output today. And so other stations with that frequency, the other states or areas bleeding through. And Sean from the 870 who sent this in?
JW Rogers.
93.7 is not carrying you all right now. It's some lady preaching about being a nun.
That's the sort of programming you don't normally hear on the Chuck
I
and
might
Bo
actually
show.
stick with that.
Yeah.
Can we pull some of that segment in?
We just simulcast some audio with that
Would you mind
station, right?
recording a little bit of that? Send us your best soundbite. Make it a minute or less, and we'll play it here on the Chuck and Bo Show. Just try to do it on, the voice memo on your phone, and just record the audio and send it to us, and we'll play a little bit of that.
Text it in.
99.5 still carries the show as well in Northwest Arkansas. And, of course, we stream on YouTube every day.
And Twitter.
So, and X. So if you're looking for a way, it's an easy way to access the show, by the way. And then, if all else fails, you have the Hit That Line app. I mean, there's just endless ways to get the show.
You come in studio and just listen.
It's like Saban used to tell kids at Alabama, like, the only way you're going to fail here is if you want to. Like, we're going to give you everything to be successful. Like, we're going to give you every way possible to access the show. And the only way that you're not going to get the show is if you choose not to get it.
Consumer error. Yeah.
That's me on a lot of things.
Yeah, same.
But maybe we ought to get the nun programming.
I think it's segment. We have all kinds of ideas for segments around here, and we just do it, and then we don't do it, and then we do it again later, But it's got to fit in that category of the, wildest thing you've heard today, the weirdest thing you've heard today, the fake news. There's another fake news story that came across Facebook yesterday or the day before. I think I sent a screenshot to you guys. It was
Facebook is a cesspool.
Who was it about? Was it a basketball?
It was the stadium.
No, it was Hunter Dietz. Hunter Dietz had gotten kicked off the baseball team.
Oh, yeah, I saw
Hunter
that.
He was drafted.
Yeah, he was drafted.
In the first round.
Yeah. But right
Head
before
coach
that,
Dave Van Horn has sent shockwaves through the public after confirming that a player has been removed from the Arkansas Razorback baseball team and will no longer have any chance of returning, according to DVH. This player repeatedly caused trouble in the clubhouse, damaged team chemistry, and was involved in several serious internal conflicts.
I thought Dietz was the one who reported this player. Yeah. I think that's what Hunter Dietz's involvement was.
I don't know.
Yes, he was the one who reported the entire story to the coaching staff, leading to a firm and irreversible decision.
Firm.
And the identity of the player permanently crossed off the roster has left everyone stunned. Does it ever tell you who it is? No, it does not.
Of course not. Stunned.
Stay off of Facebook, kids.
6:55, Chuck and Bo
At
Show.
Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99 with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopaschal.com to schedule.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I don't know if anybody else is having fun, but this is a blast for me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you, now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, empowered by Teamwork.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Kim Mulkey walks into your home wearing what she had on last night. You say, is this a game?
Oh,
no.
What would you do, Bart?
Bart leaves the room. She chases him. God almighty.
Chasing Bart around
Making
the house, dressed
weird
up like a cat.
tiger sounds.
Yeah. What would you do, Bart?
I have a baseball bat. It would come in handy.
There's Kim Mulkey chasing Bart around in
That
his
would be
house,
awesome.
and he's the one with the baseball bat.
No, there would be no chase. No. There would be no chase. There would be no
Pinned
chase.
up against a corner.
I've got it.
No.
If you're not for
I
Kim
hate
Mulkey,
this.
maybe we can find somebody that is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you,
I think
Pete
it's
Weber.
Pete Weber.
Pete Weber, 14 years ago yesterday, won the 2012 U.S. Open of bowling and was very, very impressed with himself. Remember this?
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am.
It's the only time we paid attention to bowling.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Pete Weber.
Oh, yeah.
You think he'd be a
Power
good match
couple.
for Kim Mulkey?
Yes,
Power couple?
Power couple. Pete Weber, Kim Mulkey.
You got competition, Bart.
Yeah.
He's free. He's free to
I don't
win.
think I'm going to be able to get that image out of my mind all day. Kim Mulkey chasing Bart around the house. Oh, my God. That is brutal. Stomach turning.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I think I should donate my brain like an NFL player when it's over. Then you can all find out what happened.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Where did it all go
it
wrong?"
really wasn't his fault.
He was just nuts. He was just good old-fashioned crazy.
He was a troubled man.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, though.
Cheats, steals.
He's a real talk show host.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Apparently that new station that we're on is under maintenance. So if you're struggling to hear in parts of northwest Arkansas, 93.7, the new alt, the thing that we've been telling everybody to go to, is struggling this morning. He was just having a bad day, and so we had a text that said there was a nun service on or something.
Teaching or talking about being a nun.
JW and Rogers, and we said, well, send us some audio of it.
To order this episode of Mother Angelica Live Classic.
Mother Angelica Live.
Mother
To order this
Angelica
episode
Live.
of Mother Angelica Live Classic from the EWTN Religious Network web store, log on to EWTNRC.com. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
What was the website?
I think it was EWTN.
Mother Angelica Live Classics is the name of the program, which ran for 25 seasons.
Yeah, it's the Global Catholic Television Network. Is what's bleeding. Global Catholic Television Network.
Sister Angelica, huh?
Mother Angelica.
Mother, I'm sorry. Mother.
Please.
Pardon me.
Please. Please.
They have TV programming too. Right now, the
Show
Saint
yourself
Bridget
out,
of
sir.
Sweden.
Yes, really.
There's
a lot of Catholic programming out there.
Yeah, there is.
Well, like getting all the kinks worked out before football season. Just ties at SEC media days, and everything falls apart.
Well, it does. I mean, when Ty leaves town,
just like we're going to hell. No, turn on the Sister Angelica show.
Yeah. That's right.
Mother
Angelica.
You gotta be saying it.
Crying out loud.
Come on now.
You can both leave.
Come on.
We're done.
Hey, here's the tie-in. This did begin in Birmingham, Alabama. So, SEC.
She's probably at media days. She's probably at
SEC.
Mother Angelica's probably one of the 1,000, 1,500 people credentialed.
Well, it just means
for
more.
SEC
Well,
media days.
not anymore. But
By the way, if you get thrown out of SEC media days,
You're a rube, man.
I mean,
you are a rube if you get thrown out.
Actually,
of
that
SEC
guy,
media days.
they threw out has a Sunday morning show apparently on Jocks in Birmingham, but he didn't get a credential.
He's a regular caller to
He
Feinbaum's
is.
show, and because they evidently were looking for Sunday programming, they say, "Yeah, well, let's put this guy."
Well,
on.
he buys the time.
He buys the time.
Yeah.
All right, and gosh,
Which anybody,
what was
almost
he thinking?
anybody can do.
Speaking of what was I thinking? But so he buys the time, and he's on the show, and I guess he felt like that entitled him to a media credential. And when he didn't get one, he thought, "Well, I'm just going to go anyway." Is the way I read it.
And they had him leave. But if I don't know if he applied, but if he applied and didn't get it, I would have questions because there are a lot of people there. Like almost anybody can get one. To the
Absent an active warrant, I mean, like for something serious. I don't mean like a speeding ticket. I mean for something
I don't
serious.
think they even do background checks. Yeah. By the way, one of the most entertaining things that ever happened at SEC Media Days was when Phil Fulmer was served.
Yeah, I remember that. Yes, I'd forgotten about all that.
Or did he skip to not be served?
Is
that what it was?
He skipped media day so he wouldn't be served by that Yahoo guy down there. Was it Alabama?
Trying to sue him for taking a player?
Yeah, something like that. I forget. But you're right. He did skip. I think
that's what.
I think he skipped so he
look
wouldn't be
that up
served
for us. Great days in SEC Media Day history.
Yeah.
Would you mind looking that up? So Kendall Briles is the new offensive coordinator at South Carolina. Arkansas will play South Carolina in Fayetteville this year. And we were talking last hour about what a great job he did with KJ Jefferson and then how it all went south for KJ after that. And yesterday we were talking to Houston Nutt, Ken Hatfield, and as we remember, Jim Lindsey. And Jim Lindsey was a part of the glory days of Razorback football. I mean, he won a national championship but did a lot more after that. And we didn't realize how good we had it when Houston Nutt was here. Just recapping some of the things that we got into. We didn't realize the guy won 7.5 games a year. And they were playing less than, what were they playing, 10 and then 11 games during his tenure? They didn't even play 12 games a year. So it could have been a little bit more. But what would you do for 7.5 wins a year right now? If we told you Ryan Silverfield's going to win 7.5 games on average, he's going to win 75 games the next 10 years at Arkansas, would you take that? And be honest with yourself, because as soon as you take it, 4 years into 7 and 8 win seasons, it's not going to be enough.
That's not going to be enough. No, you're right. It's I mean,
do you know who's got it figured out in college football?
Who?
Iowa.
Yeah. Be like Iowa. Is that what you're trying to say?
And I was talking to a guy that's spending some time at Iowa right now.
Yeah.
No.
Follow me here, Bart. Follow me here. Tell me how they don't have it figured out after I explain this.
Explain it.
Kirk Ferentz, how long has he been there? He's the
11,000 years.
The longest tenured coach in college football.
Who was that? Was Hayden Fry there?
What is? Give me.
This will be his 28th season.
28th season. And how many games a year do they win at Iowa?
Probably in that
8 to 10.
Maybe
7 to 10.
I would say they probably average 8.
8.5 wins.
Yeah.
I'll tell you here.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Over the last
years is a
25
long time for an
Ask
average,
Claude.
I'm just going to do the quick math.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
I'm sorry. Ask Bart.
But here's what. But they. My point is they know who they are. They're not necessarily trying to win recruiting battles to get number 1 draft picks.
7 to 8 wins a year.
They're
is
trying
the average.
Yeah. So they don't average 7 to 10, but they fluctuate from 7 to 10.
Like 7.7 wins on average.
But they've had several 10-win seasons, right?
They have had.
Give me the last 10 years. How many 10-win seasons have they had?
2.
2 10-win seasons in 10 years. So not a lot of 10-win seasons, but a lot of 7 or more. And
there have not been a lot of SEC teams that have had more than 2 10-win seasons.
They're not. But my point is we just talked about 7.5 wins over 10 years. We're not going to be happy with that. Iowa's got it figured out. They're not trying to run Kirk Ferentz out of town.
Yeah, well, the fans do.
I mean, some of them are people that scream on message boards and social media. But like, if the people that mattered at Iowa wanted Kirk Ferentz out, he'd be gone. They figured it out. Iowa's
trying to run those guys out too.
They're not going to be like a power.
Because they can't score.
That's a cold, hard reality for
You're
people to
missing my
accept.
point.
No, I get your point.
I know
get
you.
your
I'm
point.
saying, Bart, you're missing my point. Like, some programs have to realize who they are. Missouri's not going to the college football playoff, but would you take Missouri in the seasons they've had the last 5 years?
Yes.
Well, sure.
Well, do you look at them and go, gee, I want to be them?
No.
Well, no, but my point is we
Missouri.
can't look in the mirror and ever be happy with what we have, with who we are. We have people that gripe about, you know what kind of roster we got this year in college basketball? We got a Final Four roster, but we're not going to win a national championship. But literally, people called and said that on the show when we were talking about the roster this offseason. People like Iowa have it figured out. That's why they don't keep screwing up every 4 years and having 2 wins. And then they have 6, and then they get rid of another guy, and then they got 3 wins, and then that's not happening there.
Here's what I don't know. Now, obviously, if Kirk Ferentz has been around for 28 years, you're right. I mean, he has had the people that matter. They're satisfied with what he's doing. I'm certain there's an undercurrent among some of the fans who are, they want more than that, and we've been through that. And that's the thing about an Iowa job or an Arkansas job or some of the other places is that. When you win 7 to 8 games a year, I don't think most people realize how difficult it is at those places. And if you, for even a second, seem satisfied with that, people will accuse you of accepting mediocrity. And that's just the reality of the world. It's why we run off successful coaches. But give Iowa credit. Your point's well made. Your point's very well made. But I think it may be one of those instances where the outside world looks at Iowa and says, Iowa's got it figured out. And inside, a lot of Iowa fans are probably thinking, are we ever going to crack the glass ceiling?
Yeah, and I get that. And I don't think that you look at 7 or 8 wins and say you've arrived. But until you are a program that has a foundation like that,
I don't disagree with
to
that.
win 10 games?
I don't disagree with that. You can jump from 2 to 10 just to follow.
You just keep jumping. But if you keep just jumping around and you keep trying, and that's why we've talked about when we get into this, like there's so much more to it than just who you hire as your football coach. Ellis from Harrison, I don't know if he was offended, said, quote, people that matter, end quote, and then said, AKA fans, nice boat. Like I'm saying that fans don't matter. No, I'm saying that there are people in fan bases that are not reasonable and logical. And fanatic leads to that, yes. I'm trying to explain, like, until we ever understand that you got to get to the middle of the pack and be consistent at the middle of the pack and try to grow from there. Until we understand that, we're going to keep having massive emotional swings that end up with overall horrible records.
Well, go ahead, Bart.
No, go ahead, Chuck.
No,
really. I'll keep going if you guys don't have anything to say. Go ahead.
Iowa's success. I just want to say this. Iowa's success is in large part due to their schedule and the fact that they have played the easiest possible schedule time and time again because of the league they're in, and for a long time because of the division they're in. They don't have a win against a top 25 team since 2021.
I don't care. Why do you not understand the point?
Because I don't think the point is accurate that they have it figured out. There have been massive outcry from Iowa fans wanting to get rid of Kirk Ferentz for the last decade because they can't. There was the whole controversy when he hired his son as the offensive coordinator and then was forced to fire his son because of how
it doesn't matter. The point is not that. The point is Iowa realizes firing Kirk Ferentz and hiring somebody else is not going to lead them to the college football playoff. Is Illinois going to the college football playoff? Are they happy with Brett Bielema right now? Are they going to be happy with Brett Bielema in 5 years when they still haven't made the college football playoff, but they've won 6 to 8 games? That's the point. When people realize who they are that are making the decisions on where they should be, I think you have more sustained success over a period of time.
I don't disagree with that. I guess the argument.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that
hang on
point.
a minute. The argument on the other side would be, though, all right, you know who you are. You're going to win 7.5, 8 games on average, but you're never going to win 11. You're never going to win 11, but you're never going to only win 4. You know, which is, I mean, what you going to take?
That's the point.
What you going to take? Your high water mark's going to be 8. Probably never going to drop below 4. But you're not going to win 11. I mean, stop thinking that way.
Unless you get
you're never going to contend for anything.
Here's the deal, though. That is a hard thing to ask a fan to stomach.
I know.
Particularly in an era when, they're taking out a second mortgage to buy season tickets. That is a hard pill to swallow. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm
not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that is a hard pill to swallow.
Indiana should have realized who they were. We'll deal with that when we come back. 7:15. We're brought to you in part by First Security Bank. That's the text we got, by the way. First Security, located all over the state of Arkansas. More convenient locations, friendly local professionals, helping you bank better every single day. First Security Bank, fsbank.com online. You can find all their great services there. First Security, member FDIC.
Let's just be frank. There's been some football games the last few years that have driven people to drinking.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Blakeman's isn't just where Arkansas gets engaged. It's where you go to have a wonderful experience.
Every touch point matters, and I think what we show off best is Cafe B. It's Onyx Coffee by Blakeman's. Cafe B, we're offering the best coffee in the country, complimentary. I feel so fortunate to be able to go to work there every day. Big windows, the open lighting, the warm environment, and again, the cafe. It's the best.
Blakeman's, where every day is a diamond.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life. He's Chuck Barrett.
He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Summer may be the off-season for the Razorbacks, but it's the perfect season for the restaurant at Stonebreaker. Located in Fayetteville on Markham Hill, the restaurant at Stonebreaker features seasonal menus built around fresh Arkansas ingredients. Plus, enjoy inviting spaces to gather with friends and family. Whether you're stopping in for drinks at the bar, dinner on the screened porch, or relaxed evening in the parlor, you're sure to find something worth coming back for. This summer, pull up a chair on the hill. Visit StonebreakerHotel.com for more information. That's StonebreakerHotel.com.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Are you owning the day? Like, if you're not, at that point, it's still early enough to get your butt in gear, right?
Can I point something out here? It's okay to drag in the morning. It's okay. I mean,
You're not helping this.
I don't care. We're not a self-help show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You know, anytime we get into a discussion like this, I get text or whatever.
It's inevitable.
People say, "Oh, you know, that's a loser mentality. You're settling." That's not my point at all. And maybe I'm doing a horrible job articulating it. But we started with Houston Nuts 7.5 wins over 10 years, and wouldn't you love to have that back? But we ran them out of town. And my point is like the way you are set up in the SEC right now, financially and everything else, just to get to the middle of the pack is a challenge. And would you take what Iowa has, 6 to 8 wins a year for 10 years? You can't guarantee that you're not going to get a 10-win season. You get a Darren McFadden, you get a Fernando Mendoza in a year, and now you might win 2 more games. And now you're in the college football playoff. But it's like, we think we're a average 10-win football program. There's nothing in the history of our program that indicates like you're going to snap your fingers, hire one guy, hire Lane Kiffin, and do that. If Lane Kiffin thought he could have the success that he had at Ole Miss here, he would have taken the job here. Lane Kiffin had an opportunity when he went to Ole Miss to be the head coach at Arkansas. He decided to take the Ole Miss job because someone sent a text in about, Ole Miss should have realized who they were, and they would have never hired Kiffin. They tried to hire Kiffin. They've tried to hire
Well,
all
I think the
people.
question about Ole Miss is,
like,
were they a flash in the pan? Are they a flash in the pan? We're about to find out.
We will find that out.
Yeah.
And then the other one was Indiana should have realized who they are. Like, no, I'm not saying to settle, but Indiana actually pulled off a miracle. And nobody else in college football was trying to hire Curt Cignetti. And if Arkansas had hired Curt Cignetti, people here would have been like, who in the world and what are you doing? That whole situation worked because he had a bunch of players that were better than people realized that he took with him from JMU, and then got a couple of big-time guys that just worked out in the portal, mainly Fernando Mendoza. And also, they did a heck of a job, with their staff. And also, as Bart would point out over and over and over again, their schedule was ridiculously easy compared to anybody else who made the playoff the last 2 years.
Well, one thing you've got to consider, too, I think, about Indiana is that what they did had never been done before in the history of college football. And,
so to use them as the example.
Yes, and look, we're not the only ones. Indiana's the worst thing that could have ever happened to a program that's like trying to crack the glass ceiling. It's like, well, if they can do it, why can't we? This is something that's come up all over college football, all over America. Since Indiana did what they did, you have to give Indiana credit for what they did, and they have proven that it can be done. But they're the only one to do it in like 100 years. And so the idea that everybody's going to be able immediately to do it exactly like they did is a little bit far-fetched. But it certainly does give everybody hope that it might happen. Unfortunately, it didn't take very long for hope to turn into, well, why haven't we done that? And look, Arkansas fans have said that. Fans of lots of programs have said that over the last couple of years with Indiana. And but again, if it was If it was easy to do, everybody would have been doing it. And so far, Indiana's the only one that's ever done it. At least like that.
So I guess I would ask people, what do you think Arkansas is? Like, what's a if you're just going to put your program in the hierarchy of college football, where would you put it? Then that's really the discussion. And again, this all came out of, we had Houston Nutt on. We were talking about, Jim Lindsey and all the things that happened when Houston was here, and he ended up winning 7.5 games a year. And we were like, oh, we're never going to get to past this. I mean, we got to be better than this. And we have the 2-year run with Petrino, but people forget the Petrino years too. Those were two of the best in-state recruiting classes that he got coming in, like out of Nutt, that we've ever had, like in the history of this program.
Petrino's hell of a coach. There's no doubt about it. Here's the thing, though. You look at the SEC. Look at the bottom half of the SEC. Everybody, including Mississippi State, everybody's had a flash-in-the-pan moment. Everybody's had a moment where they've, gotten, to 9, 10, 11 wins, and their fan base thinks they're going to be there forever, just like we do, just like every fan base does. We thought we were going to win the national championship in basketball every year back in the 90s, and then you realize that it's not going to happen that way. These programs that are in the bottom half of the league, you've got to find a way to sustain something. I am of the belief that a 9 or 10 win season followed by 3 or 4 win seasons does not make you a great program, and it does not make the 10 win season the glory days. It means you had a flash in the pan. And what I would like to see, and I'm sure what fans of every program that are in the bottom half of whatever league they're in would like to see, is sustained success. Maybe not 9, 10 wins every year, but at least the hope that might happen.
I don't agree that Arkansas is the Vanderbilt of the SEC West, and we're not a football school, as Hogball 30 just texted in. I do think, as we've talked about, it is challenging to try to win in other sports. Like someone else pointed out that Iowa doesn't really win at anything else. They don't. But it is challenging to try to win at all these other sports and win in football in today's world, and unless you're Texas and you have a $400 million budget.
Texas, Michigan, there's only a handful.
Look, these are just the
you
realities.
Count them on one hand.
These are just the thoughts. These are also the realities of what we're dealing with. So, what are your thoughts on it? 877-377-6963. A little bit later this hour, we'll go to the SEC Media Days there in beautiful Tampa. At the water, the Marriott, the JW.
They always
Marriott
have those shots.
Hotel.
Every shot I've seen from
Show me a yacht.
SEC Media Days has a yacht behind it.
Just show me a yacht. We're brought to you in part by Teamwork Roofing and Construction, who can help you today with your roof or remodel. They also do cabinets. The thing about Teamwork is they have licensed contractors, and they have premier products. They don't cut corners. They do everything right. It's going to be a full system you get. You're going to have a great job site left behind. And if you're in need of something now, but you don't have a check until later, they can give you some financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, low fixed payments over time, no payments for 60 days. People are always wanting to know, hey, who can I deal with? Who can I trust? Who can I work with that someone would recommend to me? Well, that's Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamWorkBuilt.com. TeamWorkBuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by Teamwork.
We got wackos, people. There are wackos everywhere. There are wackos everywhere.
I call them our base. I mean, you call them wackos if you want.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Favorite Razorback from the Chad Morris era. Let's do that. We're doing random Razorbacks today. And Dionisio Gomez has the lead. He's the leader in the clubhouse. He is the Razorback of the day.
Brutal.
And we're going to look for your favorite Razorback during the Chad Morris era. Was it Ty Story when he came back with Western Kentucky?
It might have been. It was the loudest cheer of those 2 years was when Ty Story
I think
came
the
back.
crowd was actually rooting for Ty Story in Western Kentucky.
Where's Duval Wally?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Was
Who was a running back in the Chad Morris era? Do we remember any of this? Rakeem Boyd.
That's the only person I can
Wow,
think of.
from junior college.
Because
From
Devois
Nice
Whaley
Chance
was
U.
he was a Bielema guy, right?
No, he played 1 year with Morris.
Did he?
He played the same year.
Most people did.
Yeah.
Most people played 1 year with Morris. Name the quarterback room for the Chad Morris era. How about that?
Cole Kelly,
Nick
Ty
Starkle.
Story, Nick Starkle,
Starkle.
Ben Hicks throws picks.
Ben Hicks. You don't have to take
Connor
shots at
Nolan.
people. You can
Golly,
just say,
Bart, come
golly.
on. I mean,
Connor
he
Nolan,
did his best.
Connor Nolan, John Stephen Jones,
That's right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's like 8 quarterbacks.
and none of them won an SEC
And none
game.
of them panned out, did they?
Jack Lindsay.
Connor Nolan.
Jack Lindsay played. Yeah, that's
Lindsey
right.
played.
Connor
Played
Nolan's
well.
in,
Now,
in
did Jack
AAA.
play for Lunny? Did Lindsay start when Lunny had taken over?
That's a good question.
I don't
I think-
recall
I believe-
exactly. I think Lunny might have been the interim then.
Better interim coach, Barry Lunny Jr., John L. Smith.
Well, people have done worse than 4-8. I think it should be probably noted there. I mean, John L. That was not a great year, but people have done
But he
worse.
sure was. He sure
People
was
have done
entertaining.
worse.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
I will confess, I've reached the point in my life when my main goal every day is to get home. So once I'm there, it's going to take quite a bit to get me back out.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
This summer, we have worked really hard to get Chuck out, and we've gotten him
I've been
out.
a lot
He's
more
been
social.
out. He has. You've done a really good job. I mean, it takes. Stuff
I was
like,
out in public
takes
last
like
night.
stuff like me getting married and meetings and forced vacation time and things like that. But it's It's been.
I appreciate the effort.
Yeah, it's been good. Have you been back to Walmart lately and just did the pickup and? You
That's a regular part of my life.
You got
now.
that going on.
That's a
now?
regular part of my life. I've not actually set foot in Walmart in quite some time, but I get the same goods every week. I mean, it's the same thing. I sit the last order deal, and go and. It's been a life change.
They can also deliver to your house.
I know. I've had that done too. Yeah. I've taken full advantage of the Walmart app. Let me tell you. I discovered it, and when I figured out how to do it, I think it's pretty good.
Do you go to Sam's Club?
Generally, I always have to have my card renewed when I go. It's always been a while. But
you don't need bulk purchases.
No, see, that's just it. No. So I
have other things, but mostly people go there for like larger quantities of stuff. Right?
The Walton's fortune has not been built on me going to Sam's Club.
No.
Now Walmart's a different deal. Walmart's a different deal.
You ever go to a thrift store? You ever look for like a bargain buy?
Nah, I try to find out the price, man. I just buy it and go.
Listen to this story from CBS News.
All right.
Maybe the greatest thrift store find of all time. Quinn Brown, 19 years old, has resold thousands of items online over the years, most for less than $20. But earlier this year, going through the bins at a Goodwill near Portland, Oregon, he noticed this. Somehow or another, NBA great Wilt Chamberlain's Lakers warm-up jacket from the 72 NBA Finals had ended up for sale in Oregon for $3.07. Here's Brown.
The really key moment for me was I was in my room and I looked at the measurements of the jacket. Wilt Chamberlain being 7'1", the jacket measured 33 inches long, so would have gone down almost to my knees. I looked at it and it matched up.
Smart kid. When Brown posted his discovery online, Sotheby's reached out, helped with the forensic investigation, matching the stitches on the jacket to old pictures of it, and then put it up for auction. And that $3 thrift store find just sold for nearly $90,000, putting the jacket into the pantheon of bargain finds, including a Declaration of Independence copy found at a flea market, and this 1,000-year-old Chinese bowl sold at a garage sale, both worth millions, by the way. As for Brown, he says he plans to put most of his windfall into savings, but also celebrate by taking what he calls a cheap vacation to Vietnam. Let us know how the thrift stores are.
Well,
see that going.
I didn't know. I wouldn't. No, I did not. Wait till the end. Wait till the end.
$3.07. It's a Wilt Chamberlain NBA Finals 72 warm up, and it's $90,000. That's what you're looking for, Edward. Not a lottery ticket, but you need to hit some thrift stores.
I need to find a Wilt
You do
Chamberlain.
the garage sales.
Oh, I hit thrift stores. Don't kid yourself.
We'll go to Tampa next. Brandon Marcello, CBS Sports. Wow. We just. Wow.
He had a schedule change.
It's just in.
Moments ago.
Unexpected schedule change.
Yeah. So what are we going to do?
We're just going to keep talking, and then we'll catch up with Brandon next hour.
What are we going to do?
Well, I'm working on the schedule.
Because, see, during the break, Mark was adamant. We have got to have a short segment. We're going to have Brandon on. We need to be out by 7:37.
And you and I are pushing back.
Yeah, we're saying, I don't know, Bart. I think we can push it back to 7:40.
Come back, like, mercy sakes, and we'll just check and see how long he's got. And next thing you know, we hit it right on time, and Bart's like, whoa. Pivot.
Sometimes you got to pivot.
I will say, Bart, your breakfast casserole is to die for.
How is that?
Pretty good. Really is.
Can I say something about the Chamberlain thing?
Yeah.
Somebody's calling.
Yeah, somebody's screwing up your story, aren't they?
Yeah, Edward is a deal getter. Like, he's looking for deals. He's going to garage sales. He's going to estate sale. Did you go to Pittman's estate sale, by the way?
No.
Did you not make it there?
No, but I talked to him about it.
You called him to see if you could get ahead of it?
They made some pretty good money off that from what I hear.
You tried to get ahead of it, didn't you?
I did.
You did. I can't, Coach, I can't make it, but like that couch, how much do you want?
How much is that sectional?
What were you going to say?
I think this kid made a mistake.
That's true.
I think he made a mistake by going to Sotheby's. First of all, 10% to the auction house just.
I thought he should have got more than $90,000.
This is one of the most insane finds. Just go on social media, go viral, and you will find a private collector who will hand you at least $100,000, like with no percentage taken off the top. So I think he missed out on at least, probably 5 figures of what he.
Well, I think the key part of the story was he normally only makes about $20 per sale. You go from like making $20 a sale to making $90,000 a sale. I mean, it's kind of like winning the lottery. You don't really know what to do.
He's a kid. He needed some leadership in his life.
Yeah.
Eddie and Rogers, I'm sure you know, but 93.7 is down.
That's the word on the street.
I've been out. Bart's been out to the parking lot to listen. I've been out to the parking lot to listen. It's down.
I'm going to go down to the truck.
Mother Angelica aired earlier on 93.7, but you can still hear us on 99.5 or download our YouTube channel, Chuck and Bo Show, and you'll have it every day. You don't have to worry about it. It's always there. Oh, we got a call.
Then we got Nelson.
Nelson and Harrison. Yeah. Good morning. Nelson, good morning. What's happening?
Good morning, guys. Glad to be back on with you fellas. I hope you enjoyed your time off. I just want to say, back to what you were talking about with the football team, I mean, we should expect 6 wins a year. I mean, that's our 2 conference wins. I mean, 2 out of conference, which we should get, the two teams that we pay to win. We should expect that. Then we should expect to get 2 wins out of the SEC. Going over in the SEC that's not acceptable because there's teams that are below us as the Razorback program, and there's teams that we're on equal footing with, and we should get at least 2 wins in the SEC, and then there should be 2 wins that we don't really foresee that we should figure out a way to win. So I'm thinking we should look at about 6 wins, and if we can get to 6 wins a year, then that's going to put us back where you guys are talking about.
Where are the 6 wins? Where are the 6 wins this year? Just curious from your perspective. Do you have 6 this year?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I think we get the first one. I mean, if we don't get the first one, there's a problem.
That's a given.
I think we get Utah.
Okay.
I think we and
that's a big one.
And I've been listening, and Peyton Hillis, Matt Jones, both have said the same thing, and I'm on board with it. I think we get Utah. Utah is the linchpin. We've got to get Utah. Then, of course, we're not going to get Georgia. But we need to make that a game. We don't need to just go lay down for Georgia. Then we're going to get Tulsa. So that's 3-1. All right.
Good start. That's a good start. The Utah game's huge. Yep.
Yeah. So then, guys, let me tell you this. We got a little bit of a 5-game stretch here where those teams are not likely to make the college football playoff. I mean, you got the A&M. Our games are always weird with them. I mean, they're gonna be good.
They're loaded.
But they're loaded. But guess what? A&M has a history of having talent and not performing.
I can't buy this. They're playing at College Station. That's going to be a really tough game. I think
it'll be a tough game.
That's just as tough as playing at Georgia at home to me. But keep going.
Yeah. Then we get Tennessee
in Fayetteville.
In Fayetteville, and if we're playing good, Tennessee don't scare me. I mean, we had them, we beat them, and we had them last year. If we didn't let them off the hook. Okay. And then we get into the part of the schedule where we really got to make some hay.
Yep, Vanderbilt in the bye week.
Got to go 2-0.
Got to go 2-0 right there.
Vanderbilt, the bye week. Then you get South Carolina, and then you get Missouri. You got to make some hay in there, and I think we get 2 out of those 3. So we're at 6 wins, and then we might even get the LSU game. I ain't gonna because. Texas handled us. Yeah. But we might even get honestly, let me ask you this. When did Lane Kiffin, in all of his glory at Ole Miss, when did he dog walk us? We dog walked him here, we dog walked Ole Miss right here in Razorback Stadium. What? I mean, it ain't like it ain't like
was that the 6
Lane
interception
Kiffin
game?
has really made us look bad. He's won close games against us.
No, you're right about that part.
All right.
So, anyways, this is what I want to say, guys. And I tell you what, I see a vision. I see a vision with Silverfield, and I want to say this, Bo. That interview that you did with Hunter Yurachek, if people would not have snipped out that one little deal where he was talking about the fans, and they would look at the whole interview, he said so much good stuff. But that one little bit was clipped out, and they're like, oh, he's telling the fans how to act. And I was, at first, whenever I just heard that one clip, before I watched the whole interview, I was like, don't tell us how to act. But if you don't hear all the rest of the stuff in that interview, then that's the way you're going to react. People, figure it out. I mean, get hogs flush. Do whatever you got to do, but learn what you're talking about. Hunter Yurachek has great plans for this whole university, and there's things that he says in that one interview that tells you what the whole team is thinking, what Silverfield's thinking, what Yurachek's thinking. And you did interviews, so you know what he said. Go Hog.
All right, thanks for the call. That's also free. It's a Hog Pod. It's whether you like Hunter, don't like him, or whatever. He answers a bunch of questions about where they are, not only as an athletic department, but as a football program, if you want to listen to it like Nelson did. If you're buying or selling a home, you can listen to Chuck.
You can. And the people you really ought to listen to is Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, because they actually are the ones that know what's going on. I've experienced that, just experienced it again, and it's a lifetime partnership for me, I guarantee you, because when you spend that kind of money on a house, you want somebody on your side that really knows what's going on, somebody that can get you to the finish line, and somebody who can make you feel good about it when you get there. That's what they do at Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. That's how you turn a house into a home. And they've been doing this since 1978. So when you partner with them, whether you're a buyer or a seller, you get someone that's been there more than once, someone who understands the market, someone who's experienced at negotiation, and someone who can get you from contract to close. They're in Washington and Benton counties, Fort Smith, Branson, and you can check them out at WeichertGriffin.com.
You guys are part of my family. Everyone that listens to this show is just part of the Chuck and Bo family. We're building a community here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Thinking about buying or selling a business? Well, trust the experts at Arkansas Business Brokers, powered by Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. Whether you're ready to sell a business you've built from the ground up, or you're looking for the perfect opportunity to become your own boss, Arkansas Business Brokers can guide you through every step of the process. Their experienced team helps make complex transactions simple. Text BUSINESS to 479-306-6139 for a free consultation, or visit ArkansasBusinessBrokers.com.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by teamwork. That means tough and reliable equipment. And that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas. And always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more. And they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. You're right, Chuck. You're right. You're right.
You're not wrong, Chuck.
Because we don't want.
I wanted to hear. That's really all I wanted to hear.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. When you win, you get to say anything you want. That's what sucks. When you don't win, the other guys get to say anything they want, and you just got to take it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Man, we've got the passion, the intensity. It's flowing today. It's July. We got some intensity in here today. I like it. 877-377-6963. Oh, we're arguing about stuff. People are, expectations.
We're taking the finer
Arkansas.
points, and we're arguing about everything. Main points, little points, whole deal.
Look, I'd like to just real quick an observation on LSU's schedule. The last 4 games of the season at Alabama and Texas. Come to LSU. This is what Lane Kiffin has the last 4 games of the season. How about Alabama and Texas back-to-back Saturdays in Baton Rouge? And then they go to Knoxville, and then they play a second straight road game here in Fayetteville. What will LSU – I think LSU's roster is much better than Arkansas's. But what will LSU have in the tank at the end of that 4-game run? They're going to hate him. They're going to hate Lane Kiffin in Knoxville. He's just coming off playing Alabama and Texas in Baton Rouge, highly charged games, back-to-back weeks. You go to Knoxville, that's going to be a tough game to win. And then you finish the season with whatever you have left in the tank here.
Well, you finish the season on the road at 2 places where they really want to beat you. Tennessee they could go 1-11. But if they beat Lane Kiffin, there are going to be people that are will say I'm okay with all this. And Arkansas fans have wanted LSU. They've wanted a piece of LSU Thanksgiving weekend since they changed that game. And now they're going to get it. And so LSU could come in here and they could boat race the Razorbacks. Or it could be like it's been in some years in the past. LSU had a better roster. Arkansas was more into the ball game. I think moving Missouri to October and LSU back to the end of the year is going to have a profound effect on both those games. I believe that.
You like Missouri being early?
I like Missouri being in October because the season's not shot. When you're playing a team that's hard to get excited to play anyway and your season's over, you're going to get beat. And that's happened over and over and over again in that series.
Bart's digging in on the schedule. He's chomping at the bit. He's got things to say. He's made a breakfast casserole this morning,
which is not half
Pro
bad.
Land title breakfast fun. Cheer for
That's
the
high
pigs.
praise from you, Chuck.
It is.
Close with the pros at Pro Land Title. ProLandTitle.com. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
If fresh seafood is calling your name, Fish City Grill in Rogers has been answering for 20 years. Just check the chalkboard. Fresh fish comes in daily, and the specials are always worth a look. Crawfish season is rolling. The raw oysters are as good as you'll find anywhere in Arkansas, and happy hour runs Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. It's locally owned and worth every visit. It's Fish City Grill in Rogers, near the Pinnacle Hills Promenade.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery. They took great care of me. You have to have good vision to be the voice of the Razorbacks, and I'm glad I trusted my eyes to McDonald Eye. I learned patients of all ages have a lot of options when it comes to modern surgery to reduce or even eliminate your eyeglasses. They've been taking care of patients for over 50 years, and that says a lot. So for your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at McDonaldEye.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Oh, no, I don't want Lane Kiffin at LSU. I want weird stuff going on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending to running a small business to helping your kids learn more smart money habits or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
I do think that there is value in this because, look, I don't know how else to say it. As you build, if you're struggling, as you struggle, all of those things. Sometimes it's better to do it with kids from your own backyard than it is with kids that nobody knows anything about, because you root for kids from your own backyard. And that's one of the things, it's one of the reasons that I think it's important for all programs to sign in-state kids. And I know the portal is going to determine a lot of programs' fates. Maybe Arkansas is one of them. I don't know. But you got to have that core. I also think it grows the game. And it makes it fashionable. Now, you can say, well, it's football. I mean, what are you talking about? Football's already, you don't need to grow football anymore. I think you need to grow the idea that high school football players in Arkansas can go play for the Razorbacks. That's what a generation grew up believing. And I'm not saying it hasn't always been true. The truth is, it has always been that way. But I think the public perception perhaps has changed in that regard. And I think what he's doing there is good. Now, look, if you go out there and you're full of in-state kids and you're, nothing changes, maybe that's not the way to go. But I honestly think, Bart, what he's doing right now, I think long term, I think this benefits a lot of people. I just put it that way.
Hey, it's Bo. Thanks for tuning in. Hang out with Chuck and I every weekday morning from 6 to 9 a.m. live on YouTube or Twitter. Or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I think I should donate my brain like an NFL player when it's over. Then you can all find out what happened.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, it really wasn't his fault.
Yeah. He was just nuts. He was just good old-fashioned crazy.
He was a troubled man.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
He's a real talk show host.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
I want Bart to bring in the entire breakfast casserole next time he makes one. In the Pyrex dish, still warm, melted cheese, whole deal.
I'll get up at 3 to make it.
Well, that's what I'm driving at. Would you mind doing that?
Yes, I would.
I mean, just like bring a fresh one in. It's really good. It's one of the best breakfast casseroles I've ever eaten. I can only imagine what it would be like if it was like hot, like right out of the oven.
Riley's joined us now this morning, and she didn't get any.
No, Bart didn't bring her any.
I was told there was none left for me.
Well, see, Bart didn't bring the entire dish in. He just brought in sectioned off pieces, like he's been passing it out for the last couple of days. Only 4.
Only 4.
Only 4.
I'm bringing you one tomorrow, Riley.
A whole casserole.
No,
an
it's
entire
fine.
casserole.
It's fine.
I'm only bringing one piece tomorrow, and it is yours.
If you want to tell us
you
about
better get here earlier. It won't be here when you arrive, let me tell you.
You want to tell us about your breakfast, you're welcome to as well.
Yeah.
I know probably nobody cares about our breakfast, but,
but it's still fun
it's
to talk
important
about.
and we enjoy it. And Bart absolutely crushed it with this casserole. I mean, the shredded hash browns, the cheese, not too cheesy.
No.
A high-protein breakfast casserole to start your day. And a secret ingredient,
Love.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Made with love.
You can ruin a good breakfast in a heartbeat, Chuck.
Made with love. Yeah.
Good gosh.
Yep.
What is, besides that, getting past Chuck, what is the secret ingredient?
I mean, should I give that away or should I?
Bart, are you in a competition?
I'm kidding. Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
Wow.
I had no idea that was in there.
I didn't either.
But it worked. It worked.
Helps with the consistency.
Brandon Marcello will join us from Tampa at SEC Media Days. CBS Sports Brandon Marcello. Let's talk to him about interesting things when we get him on in about 30 minutes, if you don't mind. I'd rather shy away from the boring whatever, breaking away from the NCAA or what do you guys?
Let's not do that. Yeah.
Let's get into interesting.
He did do an interview with
We can ask
Sankey.
him a question about clearing it up. They're not leaving.
No.
They're not leaving the
Sankey
NCAA.
basically said, I didn't really mean it like that.
Yeah, it's just
I didn't
it's
mean
a
we were
ridiculous
leaving.
conversation.
I didn't mean we were like leaving.
It's not happening. We're evaluating the schedule. We're going through games. Bart has takeaways. He's basically got the win total for every SEC team.
Not yet. We're
How's
not.
that going
We're not
over
done
there?
yet.
Well, you got an hour.
What he's done to that.
Yeah.
He picks every game on the entire composite schedule.
There you go.
And so we're talking football, and that's probably why Brent from Searcy called in, because we haven't heard from Brent in a while.
Yes.
Brent, good morning.
Good morning, boys. How are we doing?
We're doing great,
We're
Brent.
doing great now.
We're back to
Brent.
fighting the fight.
Hey, y'all been on vacation. I tried to call last week when I was up there. I closed on my house in Fayetteville.
Bang.
Well, that's great.
So,
That is great. Let me
So,
give you a
I tell you what.
Congratulations.
I tell you what. Bart can come over to the domicile at any time and make a breakfast casserole, and I will heat it up and bring it to you guys 6 o'clock in the morning.
Bart hanging out at Brent's. Brent's moving to Fayetteville. That's going to be
Did
awesome.
Brent just invite me to come cook for him?
Yes, yes. You can be a chef.
No.
You got that right, Bart. No, I'm a man of many domiciles. So I got with my niece up there, my sister, she's got to have a place to stay. So, I took care of her. I put other people's needs ahead of my own.
Well,
very nice
You're a
of
good man, Brent.
Now let's talk a little. Let's talk a little football. Let's talk a little Razorback football, because I've got the Eddie from Clarksville vibes going right now.
Okay.
The hog train is pulling into the station, and we're ready to roll this year, baby.
Really?
How's it going to go?
Yep.
Brent?
I know you're talking about it with people, Brent. You sound optimistic. Like, what are you thinking?
What am I thinking? I'm thinking that it's time for us to be able to have a little luck on our side. I mean, it's been years. It's time for the football gods to shine on the Arkansas Razorbacks a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you.
I think that way every hole when I'm playing golf. It's time. It's time for something.
I'm due.
I feel your pain, Bo. I do. I just think that it's just time. It's just time for the new blood to take over, and we're coming off a 10-game losing streak. Okay, so win the first one, we're up, and just keep it rolling. You know what I mean? I mean, that's all we got to do. We got to just take care of the small stuff, and the football season will take care of itself. We don't turn it over late. We don't. We'll be better on defense. I mean, it'll just take care of itself, and I'm ready for it.
Well, I think they've really got a chance to improve fundamentally and not turn it over and pre-snap penalties and all that. But we got to remind ourselves of this. You're not the same team that you were last year. And you can't say, and I've been guilty of thinking this way, well, if you just don't turn it over as many times, you were in all these games. Well, it's not the same team. I mean, everything about this team is different. Quarterback's different. Running back's different. Receivers. There's a lot of change on the defense, and maybe all that's positive. But I do think fans will respond positively to a product that looks like it's together.
Well, I think that's what a lot of people
Absolutely.
would like to see, is just the idea that things are going to be different. You know, this is going to be different. Don't know where that's going to lead us, but it's going to be different.
Brent, what's your win total? Do you have one?
What's my win total?
Just sounded like maybe you had
6.
one. 6 wins. Okay.
6.
All right. So how do we get? Let's go real quick. How do we get? Thank you for the call, Brent. It's always great to hear from you. How do we get to 6 wins? If you pull
We go
up
to the
the
grid.
if you pull up the
Let's go to the
football
grid.
power index part, they have a winning percentage for every game. ESPN's put out a win percentage for every game on Arkansas' schedule. I know you're deep into the weeds over there on your schedule, but I think if you look at the games in the SEC, Arkansas is going to be an underdog in every game they play. That doesn't mean they're going to lose, but they are going to be an underdog in every game they play. We've already talked today about the importance of the Utah game, but what are the other important games on the schedule for Arkansas? And in no particular order, I think you would have to say Vanderbilt at Nashville is an important game. I know Vanderbilt's not the Vanderbilt of old, and they're not just a team you go in and walk over, but I also think they were propped up a little bit by Diego Pavia last year. I think Clark Lee's a really good coach, but as Vanderbilt, I'm not saying that
They may be in an in-between year.
yeah, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to compare them to, if you're going to put teams on the schedule that you think you got a chance to go contend with, then that would be one of them. I think Missouri and Fayetteville would be another one. I think South Carolina and Fayetteville will be another one, although they've got a really good quarterback, and I expect him to have a big year under Kendall Browse, and I think they'll be really good and difficult out. I don't know what to expect from Auburn, but that game's at Auburn. But if you're looking for SEC wins, Vanderbilt, Missouri, maybe Tennessee at home, maybe South Carolina at home, and I don't necessarily look at LSU as a win, but again, because LSU plays Alabama and Texas in Baton Rouge back-to-back weeks, then goes to Knoxville in the third week, and then in the final week of the season comes to Fayetteville, we used to look at that LSU game as, man, they play Alabama the week before, and there might be a little bit of a letdown here. I mean, those are 3 highly charged games. Alabama and Baton Rouge, Texas and Baton Rouge, go to Knoxville, play Tennessee, and then the 4th game of that stretch for them and the final game of the season is here. That might be an opportunity depending on where you are at that point.
You have to know what we don't know is where's LSU going to be at that point. Because that, to me, has had a lot to do with the outcomes of some of those Arkansas-LSU games over the years. Where's LSU? Just like sometimes with us in Missouri, where are we? Is the season over? Do we care about that game? If LSU is in a spot where they're playing for a position in the college football playoff, look out, because you're about to get beat in all probability. But what if LSU, and we've seen this before, what if LSU gets to that game and they've lost 3 or 4 times, which I don't think's totally out of the realm of possibility. What if they've had a rough stretch during those games that precede the Razorbacks? What if somebody's gotten hurt? Then you've got a chance maybe to spring an upset at the end of the year. When I look at this schedule, I do think the Utah game's a pivotal game. I'm going to be honest. When they scheduled that game, I scratched my head. And I still do a little bit, to be honest. But it's on the schedule. You got to go play. So, that's a pivotal ball game. But to me, I look at Tennessee and Fayetteville, Vanderbilt in Nashville, open week, Missouri and Fayetteville, Auburn at Auburn, South Carolina and Fayetteville. That stretch determines the worth of your season, in my opinion. I don't think that you can sit here and say, I'm going to judge the Razorbacks on how they do when they go to Utah, or I'm going to judge the Razorbacks on how they do when they play Georgia, or I'm not even going to judge the Razorbacks on how they do when they go to Austin at the end of the year. But I am going to judge them based on how they do against South Carolina and Tennessee and Fayetteville, Vanderbilt on the road, Missouri in our home stadium. Those are the games, again, I just think when we all add it up at the end of the year, if those games, you've got some wins in there, you're going to have a chance to get to 6. If you don't have wins in there, we're going to add it up at the end of the year. We're going to be sitting home. And I just think that stretch right in there's about a 5 or 6 week period there. I think that determines the worth.
I agree. Bart is in the Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. chomping at the bit. I don't even know what he wants to talk about, but he's salivating over there. What do you have?
Salivating. Well, look, when I look at the Razorback schedule, I look at a situation where there are two teams on the schedule that I think Arkansas is clearly better than, right? Like
Tulsa,
clearly more
Tulsa
talented.
and North Alabama.
Right. There are four teams that I think are much better from a talent standpoint, definitively better from a talent standpoint than the Razorbacks. Georgia, A&M, Texas, LSU. Definitively better from a talent standpoint. I don't think there's any possible universe in which you can argue that. So that's 2-4 right there. Can Arkansas go 4-2 in the other 6 games? Can Arkansas go 4-2 against Utah, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Missouri, Auburn, South Carolina?
Well, of course.
Those 6 games will determine how the season goes.
I don't think an upset over one of those other teams you mentioned. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. But I agree with you in the games where you have a good chance to win. You don't have the luxury of having a bad Saturday. You got to win every one of those games, and then hope that maybe you catch somebody on a bad day and you can ruin their season. But you're right in that the games that you've got a chance to win, you got to go win.
And as I go through this, I think that Arkansas is going to get somebody in SEC play this year, and I think it's going to be Tennessee, Missouri, or LSU. I think they're going to get one of those teams in Fayetteville. Stay tuned for who that's going to be.
Like all season, or you're going to tell us?
No,
later?
I'll tell you later today.
Is this going to happen before the end of the show today?
I'll be done with this.
What are we waiting for?
Well, I'm not finished with the.
It's got a
grid yet.
season.
I got to finish.
How much longer do we have on this art project you're working on over there?
Do you have any colors besides red?
It's like he's doing pottery over there. It's like, when is your project going to be
what's
done?
throwing it off is that Kentucky has a lot of red in their ledger this year.
Is Kentucky going to be better?
No, they're going to be bad.
I think they'll have a tough year.
They're going to be pretty bad. Their schedule's brutal. I don't see them being competitive a lot this year.
Well, if you're in the bottom half of the SEC, you're going to have one of the toughest schedules in America. You're going to be top 5, top 10 because you got to play all the SEC teams that are better than you.
Another takeaway just from doing this exercise, I think Missouri's going to take a big step back this year.
Why? What about that?
I think they have a much more difficult schedule than they've had in recent years.
Okay.
And frankly, I don't think they're very good.
Frankly.
I mean, compared to what they've been in recent years. I think the increase in difficulty of their schedule is going to expose them.
They should start 4-0.
They should start 3-0.
And then they host Florida.
They should start 3-0.
Do you think Mississippi State's going to beat them and start?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's you never know. Weird. There's going to be something weird that happens in Starkville this year at some point. There always is.
Weirdness.
Yeah.
We are coming to you
Cowbells.
from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery, now Arkansas owned. Whiskey from the Idaho Highlands, distilled at nearly 6,000 feet. It is fantastic. Find a bottle near you. They also have other organic spirits. You can just log on to drinkwarfield.com, scroll down, put your zip code in, and a whole bunch of places near you will pop up of where you can go try Warfield whiskey. And if you want to taste it, the Art of Wine event at the Walton Arts Center will feature Warfield, and they've got a full product lineup. Plus, they're featuring the Cowboy Coffee Cocktail by Bordino's, which they also sell at Bordino's in Fayetteville if you're interested in trying that. DrinkWarfield.com is the website. Warfield, Idaho's most awarded distillery, now Arkansas owned. It's 8:17. Good morning.
There we go. Here we go. Let's take some personal shots. You want to? I mean, come on. Let's take some personal shots at him.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Are you a real estate agent looking for more than just a place to hang your license? Then it's time to discover the difference at Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. At Weichert, you'll find industry-leading training, powerful marketing tools, hands-on support, and a team that's invested in your success. Whether you're a brand new agent or a seasoned professional, Weichert gives you the resources you need to grow your business and reach your goals. Ready to learn more? Text CAREER to 479-306-6139. Your next chapter starts here.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville. Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by teamwork.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. If you listen closely, you can actually hear society crumbling.
You can.
If you listen closely.
You can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
The biggest thing I'm missing from not being at SEC Media Days is just going out to dinner at nice restaurants in Tampa.
Somebody else is paying for it. That's the best part.
And Paul Feinbaum and the ESPN crew were out at dinner, and I guess Paul, as he does, had a little bit of a beef along the way with Ric Flair or something. Ric Flair lives down there. And so they ran into Ric Flair, and here's Paul Feinbaum telling the story of the encounter he had with the Ric Flair in Tampa.
Nature Boy.
Last night, we're in Tampa, and our crew went down the street to have a meal at a restaurant called The Pearl. And sitting at the bar is Ric Flair. We hugged, and all was forgotten. And then, this is what I don't understand. He brought over a portrait that he signed. Now, tell me this, guys. How do you just happen to have that at a bar in Tampa? I mean, it's just amazing. But there was quite a feud. The feud really involved Jim Harbaugh a couple of years ago. Not to relitigate that, because I love Ric Flair now.
Would you have a portrait? Bart, that's something Bart would do. Bart would go out to his car.
An 8x10 portrait.
Yeah, I got a portrait. I'll sign it for you right
Stack
now.
of 'em.
It was like a painting. It might not even have been like I think it was a painting of Ric Flair. You have anything like that?
No, I do not.
Where's your cutout, by the way?
He's there.
He's
Well,
still
it's
back
hidden.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
he's
hidden behind
outside.
John Daly's
He's
cutout.
He's fallen a little.
We got to step our game up. We got to get you out. We got to do some.
There was a major
we gotta do some
investment made in
signings.
that cutout.
We got to do some signings. See Bart and his cutout tonight at Walk-Ons. 4:30 happy hour. Warfield whiskey for everyone.
His cutout's a little limp. It needs some reinforcement.
I wasn't going to say that. I'm glad
I've
you
seen
did.
commercials.
Well, when you try and stand him up, the midsection, it
Keep on
just
talking.
folds. It just folds.
Keep on digging.
I've seen the commercials. I mean, do something about it. Or just order another one.
I need to staple him to a 2x4 or something.
Just WT Equipment can help you get the job done. Yeah. They specialize in light construction work, though. Or farming, hay and forage. But the Bobcat, the legendary Bobcat.
I'm never bringing breakfast again. Never bringing breakfast again.
Bobcat's it's every job's got challenges. Bobcat's great for it. Tough terrain, 8 spaces, short timelines. WT Equipment, family owned and operated, with 4 locations across Arkansas. Whether you're running a farm, managing a job site, or taking care of your own land, they have the tools to help you get it done. Trusted brands like New Holland, Hustler Steel, and the legendary Bobcat. It's the people you work with at WT Equipment that really people enjoy the customer service they get there and the free coffee. You can go in there and just have a cup of coffee, talk about the day. Maybe we should put your cutout there. We'll stand it up next to one of these sturdy equipment pieces that they have at WT Equipment. WTEquip.com, helping you get the job done. Brandon Marcello is coming up next. Bart, your thoughts. Good morning.
Just get it together, people. You obviously are completely incompetent. I'm so sick of the morons, man.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are you or a loved one struggling with addiction? There is hope. John 316 Ministries is a free, faith-based 501c3 program that has helped more than 3,000 people transform their lives over the past 23 years. This long-term inpatient program includes lodging, counseling, medical care, and job training, all at no cost to you. In a period of 6 months to a year, you could graduate with a trade, a purpose, and a fresh start. A spiritual boot camp for men and a safe refuge for women. Log into john316thecure.com.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Favorite Razorback from the Chad Morris era. Let's do that. We're doing random Razorbacks today. And Dionisio Gomez has the lead. He's the leader in the clubhouse. He is the Razorback of the day.
Brutal.
And we're going to look for your favorite Razorback during the Chad Morris era. Was it Ty Story when he came back with Western Kentucky?
It might have been. It was the loudest cheer of those 2 years was when Ty Story
I think
came
the crowd was actually rooting for Ty Story in Western Kentucky.
Where's Duval Wally?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Was
Who was a running back in the Chad Morris era? Do we remember any of this? Rakeem Boyd.
That's the only person I can think of.
From junior college.
Because
From
Devois
Nice
Whaley
Chance
was he was a Bielema guy, right?
No, he played 1 year with Morris.
Did he?
He played the same year.
Most people did.
Yeah.
Most people played 1 year with Morris. Name the quarterback room for the Chad Morris era. How about that?
Cole Kelly,
Nick
Ty
Starkle.
Story, Nick Starkle, Ben Hicks throws picks.
Ben Hicks. You don't have to take shots at
Nolan.
people.
No,
You can
Lee,
say,
Bart,
golly.
come on. I mean,
Connor
he did his
Nolan,
best.
Connor Nolan, John Stephen Jones,
That's right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's like 8 quarterbacks.
and none of them won an SEC
And none of them
game.
panned out, did they?
Jack Lindsay.
Connor Nolan.
Jack Lindsay played. Yeah, that's
Lindsey
right.
Connor
played
Nolan's
well.
in,
Now,
in
did Jack
AAA.
play for Lunny? Did Lindsay start when Lunny had taken over?
That's a good question.
I don't recall exactly. I think Lunny might have been the interim then.
Better interim coach, Barry Lunny Jr., John L. Smith.
Well, people have done worse than 4-8. I think it should be probably noted there. I mean, John L. That was not a great year, but people have done
But he
worse.
sure was. He sure
People
was
have done
entertaining.
worse.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
I was just thinking this morning on the drive in, boy, it's going to be nice to see Chuck. And I don't usually think that.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Brandon Marcello, CBS Sports, regular friend of the program here, guest of the show, and he's in Tampa, right in the middle of it at SEC Media Days. Brandon, have you been gawking at the yachts like it's seemingly anyone who's posting on social media did when they first arrived there at the JW Marriott?
Yeah, I have not actually looked at them, and I'm walking by the water now, and I'm looking out there for the first time, and it's impressive. Maybe one day I'll maybe fuel one of those yachts up for my other job whenever this one doesn't work out, I guess.
Well, if you get out in the sun, maybe we're going to suggest sunscreen without the big glasses, and so you have the giant white spots on your face and a red face, and you're on Fine Balm, and you've got to explain it all.
Oh, man. Well, listen, I've been trying my best over the last month to get rid of that stuff by sitting in my above-ground pool in my backyard and not wear sunglasses, but I got such sensitive eyes. I'm such a sensitive boy that it's been very difficult.
How's that working out in your job in today's world with the sensitivity of college football?
Mm-hmm. You know, it's all about caring and sharing.
Have we gotten around to talking about football?
Yeah, has anybody talked football down there yet, Brandon?
A little bit. You know, there's been a lot of questions about DC and legislation, and you know, I've been asking coaches about what they think about the 9-game schedule in the conference, and boy, do they hate it. Now that it's becoming more real that the season's coming up.
Yeah.
Talked to John Summerall this morning, the Florida coach, who's just very impressive when you talk to him all the time, and he's so candid. You know, a lot of these coaches, as you know, are very protective of what they say about their team, but, you know, he was very open, talking about his offensive line, how when he got there, he goes, they weren't strong at all. They weren't moving weight in the weight room, and he was surprised by that, and, you know, quite a little dig at the previous coaching staff there. So, yeah, a little bit of football going on here. And, you know, the good thing is I think, you know, Kirby Smart kind of said it best yesterday. He's like, I respect people coming in here and having to ask questions about all that other stuff. But, like, man, I would love to talk football. And, you know, I think a lot of us in that room feel the same way.
Well, let's talk a little football then. Let's just start here at home with the Razorbacks. We all kind of suspect what's going to happen at the end of the week when the poll's taken. But what's the thought? I mean, have they come up? What are you hearing?
I haven't come there up very much, and I think you're right. You're probably going to see at the end of the week that Arkansas is going to be picked last in the SEC. I think Brian Silverfield is going to face a lot of questions about what he inherited, what he's trying to put in there, and if he believes Arkansas could be competitive, not just on the field, but also, well, I say as a result of on the field, but, you know, does he have the funding and everything required that he thinks to be competitive in SEC, where the new going rate, something that everybody wants, is $50 million for a roster? That's the number that's been floating out there for some of the better, bigger rosters in the SEC this year. You know, and as much as I hate it and other people hate it, that's just how it is these days. You got to have substantial money to have a program that can compete within the top 4, top 3 in the SEC. I mean, look at Vanderbilt last year, guys. They were 10-3, right? They finished 7th in the SEC with a 10-3 record. Different day.
Jeez. I mean, how good is Vanderbilt this year? Like, if you're looking for wins on Arkansas' schedule without knowing a whole lot about what Arkansas has, what do you like? Is that a gettable game? And I say it more from a Vanderbilt perspective. Are they going to take a step back from where they were last year?
Well, they most definitely will. I mean, Diego for them was kind of a generational quarterback. I think we all know that. And they could have been a program last year without Diego that could have only won 7 games. Go look at some of the games that Diego really won for them. They could have been a 7-5 team instead of 10-3. They will take a step back. But what's incredible is that they've really capitalized on the success they've had, you know, bringing in a Jared Curtis, the 5-star quarterback who, you know, you see is just, you know, he flipped from Georgia, decided to stay home. And they've done a great job identifying talent over the last 3 years. And as much as attention as Diego's gotten, you know, go look at their offensive and defensive lines the last 2 seasons, the moves they've made, the staff hires they've made. I think that they could potentially have a bowl team this year, which I think, to me, people won't talk about often, but I think to me that's substantial because it shows consistency within the program for the first time in a very long time.
Another team would be Missouri.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, I think they're going to be pretty good this year, guys. I really do. They're going to be better than last year. But the knock on Eli Drinkowitz is that he's 0-16 against the top 25 teams. He was 0-5 last year, and that's what's holding them back. I mean, this could have been a playoff team a couple of years back, but they can't beat the big dogs, and that's the issue for them. But they're really talented. They're going to be much better at quarterback this season if they stay healthy. The big question for them is Ahmad Hardy at running back. You know, he got, you know, shot in the leg in the off season. He's recovered, but you just really don't know until he gets out there on the field. You know, about midway through the season, I thought he was the best running back in the country. Then he started facing some elite, you know, defenses and started getting slowed down a little bit because also they couldn't throw the ball effectively. They had so many injuries at quarterback. And for Arkansas, again, the thing is, I mean, I live 10 minutes away from the University of Arkansas campus, and I still don't know what to expect from that Arkansas roster because it's all practically brand new except for some of the marquee names and stuff like that and at quarterback and elsewhere. But I really don't know how that team's going to come together. And that's kind of what sucks about this day and age. You have a coaching change, and then you got to flip the roster, and you can't flip the roster quickly. I mean, unless you're in there watching film and breaking it down for hours and hours, you really don't have an idea of what that team's going to look like before they hit the field in the season opener.
Brandon, is there a breakout team among the group that would otherwise be considered bottom half? And I guess the second part of that question would be, is one of these first-year coaches going to be the coach of that team?
Kentucky. I think they can get to a bowl game.
Wow.
The people go, that's not a breakout year. And I'll say, but that is a breakout year for what Kentucky has been. I'm a big believer in Will Stein, guys. What he did at Oregon with the quarterbacks and developing them and putting them on such a successful rate. I was more impressed kind of what they did with Dante Moore last year than anything that he's done previously with Bo Nix and others. And he did a great job in the transfer portal, guys. He had like a top 10 class that he put together while he was still coaching in the playoffs last season. I think Kentucky's going to be one potentially that could surprise and end up winning 6 games and get into the postseason.
That would be a surprise. Here's a big question for you, but kind of broad. So how did we get here with Arkansas football where we're last in the league by the perception of many? And outside of money, what has to happen to change that? Because I think if we argue with people sometimes like, look, the hierarchy of the SEC, what makes you think Arkansas belongs in the top 5? Not that they shouldn't try to achieve it or they can't ever in a season get up there, but that's not the history of this program. But historically, this program has not been at the bottom of the league either.
No. And, if we're talking like be successful without having the type of money that you kind of need to be a top 4 program, you better have a very creative coach who's willing to try some things and also just has a keen eye for talent that maybe some of the people are overlooking guys. But that's the thing. A lot of coaches will say, I'm a great evaluator. I can go get guys no one else sees. But there are so many freaking eyes out there, guys, of looking at players. Like the days of missing on someone and then finding someone that you can develop and be huge, that's much rarer these days than it was 10 years ago. So that's difficult for me to say. But, where did this all go wrong, I guess, for Arkansas, where we got to this point? I don't like pinning it on one guy, but I just think just falling down so hard during the Chad Morris era and having to rebuild that, and then Pittman gets them going, and then suddenly it's not going too well, and he's an older coach. He's never been a head coach before, and I think that you mix that all together, and there's always kind of coulda, woulda, shouldas as well with hires and people you're going after and the names you hear out there, and but it's a new day. And we'll see what Ryan Silverfield can do. I mean, the good thing with that is that you've got a younger coach who's hungry, that's going to work his tail off, and has shown that as he has head coach experience, and he's beaten Power 4 programs at Memphis. And, I think it's a very, very solid hire. It's just there's a lot working against him, both other opponents and just also the NIL era that we're in.
I want to get your thoughts on this, Brandon. It seemed like, and you can give your thoughts on this, it seemed like post-Chad Morris, not as many people wanted the job as maybe wanted it this time around. Would that be accurate?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, most definitely. But, it's just, dominoes fall the way they do. It's weird. I sat back, and when this job came open this time around and the names I were hearing, Alex Golesh practically was going to be the head coach at Arkansas if John Summerall doesn't get that look from Florida. I mean, the way it was all set up, John Summerall was heading to Auburn, guys. Alex Golesh was going to go to Arkansas. And then, the dominoes fell the way they did. And that's nothing against Ryan Silverfield, but it's just amazing how quickly things can change. And listen, in previous years at Arkansas, there have been other things like that with names that have come up and the hires that have nearly been made and didn't come through. And you can sit here and go, man, that would have been great, or maybe it wouldn't have. There's no way to predict that, really. But, Arkansas is in the same pool with everybody. It's just, we're talking about yachts earlier. It's just, goodness gracious, there's a lot of yachts in that body of water these days in the SEC.
My question to people that, and I think you're right about the Golesh situation, is what makes Silverfield disappointing compared to Golesh?
Yeah, because I think that the knock on him, and you'll hear it a lot, and I'm sure there's credence to it, is that he probably had the richest program as far as money at Memphis in the NIL era, and never won a conference championship there. But then I sit back and I go, well, Alex Golesh didn't really get to do that either. In fact, you look at their last season, they kind of fell apart near the end of the year. But I also think it's one of those things where people just they see an Alex Golesh offense and they go, man, that's really exciting. That's great. And then like a John Summerall, who's just so freaking candid and energetic. That guy could do 4 tasks at once and not lose track of the main mission. And then you got Ryan Silverfield. I mean, I'm going to tell you guys, and I hate saying this, but since being here at SC Media Days, I can't tell you how many people are showing that picture that Arkansas released of him the other day and going, this guy has no aura. And I'm going to be honest with you, who the heck decided let's release that photo?
Yeah, we've talked about that.
Whose decision was that? What are we doing, guys?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unbelievable. And that's got nothing to do with him. I mean, somebody.
It has nothing to do with him. It almost looked like it was like, hey, we're testing the light out here real quick. Just stand there. What are we doing, guys? It's Arkansas. We're hurting ourselves, and it freaking pains me, guys. I'm about to cuss. I'm mad.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, no, I mean, literally, I think you're speaking like Arkansans feel, on something that simple.
Listen, I'm sick.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm sick. I'm sick of getting kicked around, guys. I'm sick of it.
Well, you're listening to it.
I want to see the Hogs. I want to see the Hogs kick everybody's ass. I want those days back. We're the outsiders. We've always been the outsiders. The SWC are only team from outside the state of Texas. The SEC, we don't belong there. And then we're winning 8-9 games. We're on the SEC championship game. I want to get back to that, guys. Let's go kick some ass.
You're like a fan in an airport talking to other fans of other teams, and you want to be proud. But you do it. You do it in the sport. You're dealing with you got national colleagues. You got all these other coaches you're talking to, and you're doing a professional national job, and you're tired of being embarrassed about your place.
Yeah, because every time I'll meet someone, they'll go, hey, where are you from? I go to Arkansas. They go, oh, you're an Arkansas fan? I'm like, I went there, and I love the school. And they're like, man, they're not doing so. And then you also, as you say in this job, you know how the sausage is made now?
Yeah.
You see behind the scenes, you hear the behind-the-scenes stories, and it just beats you down every single day, every day.
Let's change it.
You want to be able to put that T-shirt on when you go on vacation and throw your chest out a little bit.
It's frustrating. And honestly, the Silverfield thing, the picture that was posted is embarrassing.
It's absolutely embarrassing, guys. Listen, Arkansas, you need help or whatever, give me a call. And I've offered that too. And no one takes me up on it. And I'm not a smart guy, but everybody, let's help everything out. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm talking too much, guys.
No, this is what we do here on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Yeah, we're a talk show.
We talk.
Yeah, it works.
All right, well, enjoy the rest of your time in Tampa, and enjoy. We'll have Coach Silverfield on tomorrow at 6:30, and then he'll be down there, and you guys will I'm sure get to talk to him. Of course, there's the Lane Kiffin show tomorrow, and I'm sure that'll be the highlights or the headlines.
I'll make sure to get a good photo of Ryan Silverfield and give it to
Arkansas. Would you? Yeah, and then post that, would you?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you, Brandon.
Brandon, have fun.
Right,
Thanks
guys.
for your work, man. You're really good.
Brandon Marcello, CBS Sports, with some just brutal honesty, and I agree with him. I mean, I don't have there's no defense for that. It's horrible. It's absolutely
the
horrible.
photos?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about? Yeah.
The post, I mean, we made a mockery of our head coach. Like, the football account. Like, what are we doing? When I say we, what are they doing? What is that? I think there's just nothing else to say about it.
Pretty much said it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't say anything else about it.
Was that one of the photos with the dark background?
Yeah.
It's the one where he's.
All right. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
This right.
I
here.
am not a fan of the dark background.
I
am not a fan
what
of
is
the dark
point?
background.
What is the point of the photo? Like, what was the intended outcome of the photo?
Yeah.
Guys,
it's a bad photo. It's a bad idea. It's a bad execution. Everything about it is bad, and that's clear as day. And I don't know how that happened or why that happened, but it's embarrassing.
You got to go win some ball games. I mean, you just got to win ball games.
That's all.
There's not one single thing going on over there that a couple of wins won't take care of.
That's exactly right.
But now getting to those couple of wins, that's the hard part.
Red, white, and wins happening at Oaklawn Casino. Win up to $25,000 in honor of America's 250th anniversary during the Red, white, and win drawing. Oaklawn Rewards customers can earn up to 25 times entry multipliers on Mondays and 5-time entry multipliers on Tuesdays. In the grand prize giveaway is coming up July 25th. So we're coming up soon on that. Oaklawn.com. Check out all the details. Join the fun at Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas's only casino resort. Bart's got the schedule all figured out. He'll tell us more about it when we come back. Derek, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
How about them hogs, gentlemen?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Yeah, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
That is absurd to me and anybody who has a brain. Like anybody with any active brain cells at all. like what are you?
I have brain cells, but they're not always active.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Big Creek, looking for a place to live? Great place to live. Looking for a place to relocate? They got new home sites for sale for the first time in 20 years. BigCreekGolf.com. Check out a wonderful community. You can wake up right on the golf course. Sites, new home sites, first time in 2 decades, for sale. BigCreekGolf.com. Go there, check it out today. Ryan's in Hot Springs. Ryan, good morning.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Ryan.
Y'all having a good day? Y'all having a good morning so far?
Well, so far so good.
Got a photo shoot lined up after the show.
Well, I got to disagree with old Brandon Marcello, but who may be the most surprising team, and I think it's Arkansas. Of the new coaches, I think they're the most. I think they've got the most. And I know I'm probably being a homer here, but if you look at what we retained off of that good offense last year, and I understand Petrino's not pulling the strings this year, but there's legitimate talent on this offense. Starting with the offensive line, we've got a really good offensive line, I feel like. I love our running backs, and apparently they were saying, I've heard that running backs is a big focus in this offense. If that's the case, that will be a big weapon. I love our tight ends. Platt showed us some stuff last year. I know our receivers are going to be a little untested, but I do think we've got some pieces to win some next year, and I just if you can fix that defense and still some discipline on this offense, man, there ain't no telling what this team could do. And I also know the quarterback's a little untested, but I'll tell you this: when we walked away from the UAPB game when we scored 70, the thing I took away from that was we left a little early. I was listening to the broadcast, and Chuck was talking about how good and how much potential KJ has, and I've not forgot that. And I felt like it showed up a little bit last year whenever he came in against Texas. I mean, overall, I felt like he was pretty impressive. And
we got to run, Ryan. We're out of time today. We'll try and do it again tomorrow. We'll get Bart's win totals as he's filled out the whole schedule. Have a day.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery. They took great care of me. You have to have good vision to be the voice of the Razorbacks, and I'm glad I trusted my